Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And it echoes in the sound of silence. Welcome, guys. Good morrow. That's for like good tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Damn, never been this early. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? You the first one today, son? You the first one. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they gave. What's up, boys? What's up? What's up? What's up, Bihan? What's up, Vishnav? What's up, Skimpbot? The best to watch while at work. Hell yeah, dude. Funnily enough, I was going to your YouTube to take the latest videos and I noticed you're live on Twitch. Boom. And now he is here, fam. And now he is here. And now the end is near. And so I face my final curtain. Is the new Quickplay mode live yet? Down, do 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 do, do 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 do, of which I'm certain. Thoughts on Calafiori starting? Am I buying some cards for the Quickplay? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Quickplay is my vibe, man. Quickplay is everything that I want. You just finished today's RTG. Thanks for watching, Sam. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I know people can tell because it pours out of me, like it's just so evident. But I'm just confused with this game this year, man. I cannot get the vibe right. All right, we're gonna start with some lineups. Thoughts? Yeah, thoughts on Calafiori starting? Yeah, I think Calafiori will probably start still. He only played 45 minutes against Chelsea because of that yellow card. Well, Quickplay's just not here yet, is it? Right? I'm not being blind or dumb. I mean, I'm probably being blind or dumb, but are there any Arsenal cards on the Winter edition? Wait, there's only these are all the cards. That means they put them on instant buy, doesn't it? Yes, they wait, have they? Yes, they have. Kylian Mbappe Winter edition, mate. That'd be nearly impossible to get +10 on his stuff. Current club. How is Martin Odegaard still on an L15 of 50? Sorry, 60. Kai Havertz is set back again. Ben White could be an interesting one for the winter, for the Quickplay. Calafiori yellow away from missing Villa. Might give MLS the nod. Yeah, like potentially. I don't think we need to, like, maybe in the Champions League for Zubamendi it was a bit different because you wanted him against Bayern. But I don't think we need to protect Calafiori or MLS over each other at all, because I think they both do a really outstanding job. But just in general, against Villa or Brentford, I just don't think it's the sort of thing where it's like, I don't think it would be devastating if Calafiori was suspended for the Villa game, you know? Quickplay was live for a bit, but got removed because of a bug or something. I couldn't put in players. Oh, okay. So it's on its way. On its way. No. Sorry for you, guys. Jesus. Right. Let's do some lineups. For PSG, I'm confused. Mate, PSG is the most confusing team in the whole wide world. All right, we'll start with SoRare. So obviously we're going to have a David Raya in there. I think I go for, Lewis Dunk against Villa. Surely, I don't know why Hincapié is 70%. Surely Hincapié plays even if Saliba's fit. Like, Hincapié is just going to be that left centre-back. Missed the above message about Beckham. Oh, why is there a David Beckham on the SoRare market? Oh, he's just an old card from like years and years ago. He doesn't have any value or usage these days. What is the concept of SoRare? The concept in a nutshell, mate, is it is fantasy football. You pick some players, they score well, you do well. They don't score well, you don't do well. Doing well could mean anything from winning cash, market credits, essence, which allows you to build cards, or XP to help level up your cards. Maybe shirts, match tickets, trips, events. There's so many things you can win. And like, yeah, but the caveat then, I suppose, is that you have to actually buy the cards. It's not like FPL where you just get assigned a budget and you stick within it. You have to actually buy the cards. Somebody gifted you a subscription? Oh, damn. Yo, Union Jack Boy, thanks for the 45 stream streak, man. And Nathan with that 5 stream streak, bro. Much appreciated. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for Hincapié in here. Now, Declan Rice is up at 80%. I could genuinely see Decker's being rested. He has played an awfully lot of football. I mean, look at that. He hasn't not started a game since he got subbed on against Forest. He's played midweek, weekend. Oh, subbed on against Olympiacos. Played weekend, international game, and then weekend. Midweek, weekend. Then played again weekend, midweek, weekend. 2 international games again, weekend, midweek, weekend. If anybody needed a rest, Brentford should be easy, shouldn't it? I mean, there's no easy games, you know. I crafted Winter and Burma Limited. Do I sell? Unsure how much sell for. I don't know, mate. What's his L15? Has he got a good matchup for maybe hitting the streak? Missed my La Liga streak 4 because I had T1 had De Jong DMP, missed by 15 points. T2 Asensio DMP, missed by 30 points. T3 missed by 7 points. Carrera sub 90th minute, crushed. Yeah, savage, mate. We have an easy UCL game next midweek. Probably where they get rested. Yeah, like the one thing I was thinking about as I was like loading up stream and stuff when thinking about who Arsenal would play. You know, we drew with Sunderland. We should have won that game. We beat Spurs. We drew with Chelsea. And even though I actually think we shouldn't have won that game based on how we played, I thought we were terrible. I also think we should have won that game because we were up against 10 men. And so in the last 3 games, we've potentially dropped 4 points. And so at that point, it's like, we're through in Champions League, right? We're going to finish top 8. We're probably going to finish first. You know, we've got Kairat and Bruges with Inter to go. So, you know, I think at the bare minimum, we'll pick up 6 points from that. At that point, is it really important right now for Arteta to just really keep barnstorming the Premier League and picking up as many points as possible? Why do you think draft annoys you so much compared with other gameplay? Just because the rewards are so shit, mate. That's why. Sorry for swearing. 59 L15, United, West Ham at home. No, I would try and sell on Burmo then. I don't know how much for, but I would try and sell him. Do you see Arsenal's point at Chelsea as a point gained or 2 points dropped considering the red card? Like both, mate, honestly. As I kind of just said, like, I think the performance from Arsenal was shocking. It's the worst I've seen us play in a long time. James, thank you for the 41 months, man. Very much appreciated, brother. Yeah, I thought we were shocking. And do you know what? When they went down to 10 men, I thought we were worse. I thought it got worse and worse and worse, man. It was embarrassing. And so because of how bad we played and how well Chelsea played, like, you know, it must be said, like, Chelsea were fantastic. Reece James specifically was just absolutely brilliant. I think, you know, a draw looks like a really good result. However, with how good our squad is and how good the individual players that we have are against 10 men, like, you know, like after Caicedo got sent off, Cucurella was already on a booking and we started playing down the left for the next 35 minutes. I'm like, hello, give the ball to Saka. Keep getting him one-on-one with Cucurella, because best case scenario, he just beats Cucurella because Cucurella can't dive in because he's on a yellow card. Worst case scenario, Cucurella has to commit a foul and get sent off, and then they're down to 9 men. But instead, we kept playing down the left-hand bloody side. I'm sitting there like, what are they doing this on purpose? Like, I don't understand what, like, I couldn't for the life of me figure out why we didn't press on the fact that Cuckoo was on a yellow card. What's up, Viper Pout? Timber on 40% prediction is scaring me. Yeah, I could see Ben White getting a start against Brentford. Timber's another one, like Rice, who's just had a lot of, like, we've got a lot of games coming up, man. And these players are going to have to be rotated. Right, who do I want in the midfield, though? That's the question. Do I want Zubimendi? Zubimendi had some rest. Didn't play against Turkey. That was nice. Didn't play against Olympiacos. That happens so commonly, by the way. Fullbacks get early yellows, then feel like they get left alone too much. He made about 4 fouls after being carded, to be fair. Yeah, I was surprised he did. I was actually surprised he didn't get a yellow card before the foul that got him the yellow card. Are you okay there, Swaggy pal? Some questionable decisions from the ref that game. Seems to be a bit lenient on Chelsea at the start of the game. Yeah, I thought it wasn't a great performance from him. I don't think he was particularly biased one way or the other. I thought he was just terrible for, or not terrible, but he just was super inconsistent. Always good toe. So what? Sorry, why? I'm confused. Why are you putting a clown emoji in the chat? Do I think Hincapié could have gotten a red card too? What did Hincapié deserve a red card for? Who am I going for the midfield here? Who are we going for up front? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in Rice and Saka together in this lineup. And it's going to be they're either going to play and it's going to smash, or they're not going to play and I'm going to cry. But at least they'll be like DMPs together. Do you know what I mean? Accident was meant to be a smiley. All right. I believe ya. Millions wouldn't. Henep love the rewards vids. Recently started my SoRare journey, grinding classic. And my Otar Kitishvili I bought for £1.30 is now £10. Nice, man. Nice. Gotar. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, yeah. So we're going to go for... I'm going to go for Calafiori. We're going to go for... Marino or Eze. Like, they can't rotate everyone. I mean, Erdegaard I do expect to play, which maybe means Eze out. How is Martinelli at 40% as well? I feel like Martinelli's surely going to start. I feel like Jokeres is actually going to start against Brentford. I'm going to... do you know what? I'm just going to go for 2 Arsenal lineups and just hope that I hit. We'll pop in Eze, because if one starts, one won't. And then we'll pop in Martinelli as well. And I'm going to captain Victor G, baby. What's up, Quinny pal? How you doing, brother? How's your last few game weeks been going, mate? I try and keep up on the content as much as I can, but FC's got me wrapped up busy these days. Whoever's doing predictions is firmly on the fence with these percentages. Mate, the person that does the Arsenal predictions, and I don't want to, like... bring negativity towards anyone, but the person that does the Arsenal predictions anyway just hasn't got a clue what they're doing, because they do the whole Premier League. And I think it's, you know, I think you guys know my thoughts on, anyway, the prediction service. I don't think they're great. And I think the fact that SoRare uses them on site is poor, like, honestly. But yeah, he almost always gets Arsenal wrong, even when there's blindly obvious reasons as to why he's wrong. No, decent, just need a wee tiny bit of luck and I'll be golden. Hell yeah, dude. Are you excited for the quick play? Mate, I can't wait for the quick play. It's going to be totally my vibe. How much is my total SoRare collection worth? About $100 billion. Right, so we've got David Raya, who will pop in. You got a video on quick play yet? It's not out yet, so I did a video talking about it, but Mukiele's got Liverpool. Delict at home to West Ham. That is a player that I can get behind. We got McAllister at home to Sunderland. That is I crafted McAllister. How about that? Nice little craft, wasn't it? We got Burmo at home to West Ham. Now, Burmo hasn't really done much the last few games, but I feel like Man United should be winning there. But also Yeremy Pino away to Burnley. Voltemade at home to Spurs. I think I'm going to do... What streak am I on here? Oh, just back to the first streak. Okay, so we're doing Burmo in there again. That... Oh, yeah, I know. It's not worth much, I know. And then we'll do Erling Haaland as well and keep that multi-club in there. And I'm going to captain Haaland. He hasn't scored in 3 games. What an idiot. Who doesn't score in 3 games? Have I got Division 2 team? Yeah, I got 2. Right, I'm going to put Arsenal in Division 2. I know I'm going to regret this. I know I'm going to regret it when I end up getting 5 starters and they absolutely smash. But I don't want to risk getting relegated from another Division 1 lineup. I want to be in Division 1 as much as possible. So we'll do Davi Haraya. We'll do... I think Mosquera and Hincapié. I don't think I've got a rare Hincapié, which is really weird. I was certain that I bought one. But we'll pop Mosquera in. Really getting into common version of SoRare now, but had a player play the full 90 minutes in my Bundesliga lineup at the weekend and only scored 8. He didn't even get a negative decisive action. That sometimes happens a lot when a defender plays in an attack or an attacker plays in defence. I got my Sunderland stack in my second lineup. Easy AA for Mukiele and Roofs. Got Chelsea players in. We got Leeds. Should be at least 2-0 win. I have a question for you. Would you recommend me 12 sort of mid lineups, 4 All-Star, 4 Champ, 4 U23, or 4 banger lineups for the Smashers for grinding essence? Well, that's the strategy for you to kind of figure out and decide for yourself, right? I don't know the answer to the question because you can only know if it works one way or the other or not by going through it and looking backwards. If I had to, though, if there was a gun to my head, I'd probably go for 4 better lineups and 12 mid lineups. With Gabriel and likely Saliba already out, can't see them rotating Timber. Also, in what is not an easy Premier League fixture, White has a chance, of course, but 40% for Timber is low for me, closer to 70-30. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Let's do Decky Rice. Let's do a bit of Bukayo Saka. And I also want Victor Gyökeres. Mate, Salah not playing in that last Liverpool game and Liverpool actually winning it. It's mad, isn't it? You reckon that means that he doesn't start again? Do you reckon Salah's just done? Salah might just be done, lads. Well, have I got 3 rare Gyökeres cards? Damn, I did because I bought the other one, didn't I? What's up, Lewis? How you doing, man? I'm gonna put the Arsenal team together like that. Listen, if it's good, it's good. If not, never mind. I've got another Arsenal team to put together again that I'll do in the last division. So we've got Donnarumma. Mukiele away to Liverpool has got great potential of getting like a lot of like a high score. I'm a bit light here though, like because of Gabriel and Saliba being out. Zinchenko also injured constantly. Like I really enjoyed Zinchenko at Arsenal, but so glad that he's gone. I think I'm gonna have to go for. I think we're gonna go for Mukiele actually. We'll go for a bit of Zubimendi in here as well. I like Yeremy Pino away to Burnley, and then I like Bruno Fernandes as well at home to West Ham, and I'm going to captain Bruno in that one. And then the last team again, I'm just going to go for an Arsenal setup and just hope that we nail it. Might go for Alisson in goal though. And then we'll go for Calafiori. Do I want to go for Rice again, or do I want to go for Ødegaard? Do we think Ødegaard's going to start? I mean, his injury was like a contact injury, wasn't it? So it wasn't like he was out for like muscular reasons or like, you know, something that needs to like properly heal in that regard. I could see Ødegaard starting. I think it's a good game for him to start. Yeah, I do as well. We'll pop Erde in there. I'll pop another Victor G in there. And then I might save Declan Rice for Arena, you know, and build an Arsenal lineup when the Arena is in. Sorry, when the lineup is in. And instead put Voltemade at home to Spurs. I could absolutely see him bagging against Spurs. Let's do that. I'm going to captain Ødegaard. With All-Star Essence, can you still get Prem players? You can, yeah. It's like a mix of all of the players available. Nice, mate. Victor Joker is up there. Lewis, thanks for the 3-stream streak, brother. Much appreciado. What's Arena, like a PvP mode? So it's an area where there's only 10 people that play. And you pay 100 essence to enter. Have I got 100 essence? I haven't. You pay 100 essence to enter. And if you finish top 3, you get 150, 250, or 500 essence as the prize. Right, Premier League Limited. What streak am I on here? Oh, I'm back to first streak here as well. I would say nice, but look at that, man. Projected Division 3 in this one. Been killer this last few weeks. Absolutely killer. So we've got Havid Raya. I've got Virgilius van Dijk. He can go in. But like Phil Foden's quite possibly a really good player to put in there. City are like back, aren't they? Gakpo, good performance there. Could easily have another good performance against Sunderland. Florian Wirtz. Good to see him playing against Sunderland in that 10 spot again. Do I know when the daily play starts? Apparently it came on earlier and there was a bug with it, so it went back off. Slot said Isaac and Wirtz needs minutes managed. Okay. Mateta against Burnley could be a fun one, but I guess we go Gakpo then in there, and then I think I want Bruno in again in there. That's a really strong lineup. What's up, Homayoon? How you doing, man? We'll go for Henderson away to Burnley with Gahey as well. I guess we'll go. I'm gonna go for Ødegaard in this lineup. It's a risk. It's a risk. I know it's a risk, but it's a risk that is going to be worth taking. Bruno Guimaraes. go and Burmo in there. Let's take... No, we'll keep Henderson in there, actually. Isn't it only winter cards that can be used for quick play? Correct, yeah. Correct. Right, this is Division 3. So here, I want to go for a... We've got Pickford or Kelleher. I'll go Pickford. No, I'm going to go Kelleher in this lineup because I want to put Pickford with the Arsenal players. We'll go for Delict. Casemiro to start for United. Let's pop him in. We'll go for Mateta. Quite like that. That's better. And Voltemard against Spurs. Not the greatest lineup here, but not terrible. And I've just tweeted you my Esteval Evo chain. It's a quirky one. I only semi-completed a Dharma Flash Evo because the overall upgrade was at the end of the Evo. Oh, that's nice. Then we're going to go for pick forward. Hincapié. I'm going up. Decky Rice. Bukayo Saka. And Victor Gyökeres. And this is in Division 3 anyway, so it is what it isn't. You don't like Saka more than Gakpo for the first thing. I'm just like cautious that he might get rotated. And that would be a big pain in the butthole. Nice. So then we've got Challenger. Now, I think I've got a high streak on Challenger. Yes, I have. This might be a pass, actually. This might be a week where I don't play Challenger. Let me have a look at the rare stuff first. I mean, I've even got streak 3 for rare Challenger. $400 for streak 3. What lineups have we got? Celtic against Dundee. Rangers, sorry, Celtic against... Oh yeah, isn't it like Dunfermline for one of them or whatever? Or is it Dundee United and Dundee? Just Dundee, like Dundee. Oh, the Dundees. Christensen goes in goal. Austin Trusty goes in defence. I've basically just got to decide, is this team... I don't have a striker, I don't have a forward. If I buy a forward, does this team have the capabilities of 460 points? It's $100 for streak 3. It's 400 for 4th, so it seems like a mistake. Yeah, I think it is. Am I on the 4th? No. It's interesting. You pass whilst on a streak? Do you keep the streak? Yeah, the streak will stay on, yeah, as long as I don't play a lineup. Like, is this the week where Celtic and Rangers just both slap and I could just do with going and picking up a whole bunch of Celtic and Rangers cards and just bank on the fact that I can hit 460 points between them? We'll come back to this one. Maybe hit 3rd this game week and it doesn't update before the game week starts. Yeah, because it's telling me I need 460. Does that mean that I've hit the streak and I just haven't claimed it yet? I think that's probably what it is, right? I think I actually have hit the streak and it just, for some reason, just hasn't had me claim the $100 yet. Let's have a look. Nope, I claimed it. Oh, so I have claimed it. So I am on streak 4. Yeah. Mate, I mean, look how close. 396 points in the Prem. 392 points in the Bundesliga. So savage. However, Challengers Rare were on to 4. La Liga were on to 3. But Limited, this is where things are nice, man. Limited, we're up to level 3 for La Liga. Oh, look at that. All of it's like bugged out because I'm actually on for level 3 now. I'm on level 4 for Bundesliga, level 4 for Contender. I'm now up to level 5 for Challengers for $500 because I've claimed level 4 there. Just missed out on Jupiler. I've actually like bagged some streams recently. Ryan O'Neill's last game. Celtic won every midweek home league match in like 10 to 15 years. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but it's a mad stat. Would you suggest, Quinny, based on these streaks, to go ahead and pick up? Yeah, is this the final streak then? Yeah, I'm actually on the last streak for limited. If I win this, $500. What have I got in season anyway? So I've got a Schmeichel and a Butland. So Schmeichel calm, he goes in. We could put in any of Scales or Trusty. Scales hasn't had a great match in a long time, so maybe we'll do him. 87% to win. In midfield, we've got Hatate, Engels. One of the biggest problems with Celtic is their midfielders just aren't premium scorers, are they? It's not like Raskin's doing much better either. I'll pop Hatate in. Maeda, if he starts, can go in just fine. And then I think I'd put Tavernier in as well. I think that's a lineup worth putting in for 460. Maybe check your weekend lineups to compare. I know Gala have a good one, but Celtic versus Hearts and Sporting versus Benfica ain't ideal. Yeah, and that's pretty much all of what I've got. L5 is very good now for the mids. Rio and Engels. You go for limited, then play your rares for a second team in limited. Well, I'd probably just buy some rares, actually, to have for Scales in that team. They're both if you have to put Tav in. So you would take out Scales and put in somebody else completely, would you? But obviously Tav's Tav's classic, he's not in season, so I have to put another in season person in. So it's either going to be Milne, who's got a really good matchup actually. What other Hearts players have I got? Where's Braga? Oh man, he's just not hit, is he? He had a nice little purple patch there, but Devlin for mid if I had to choose anyone. Do I have a Devlin? Devlin's at home to Kilmarnock. He does get really good. Wow, gets those scores without even decisive actions. Jesus Christ. I'd pick Scales, but I'm extremely biased. I think I will go with Scales in this lineup here. I quite like this lineup. I think this has a potential of hitting 460 points. Week in, week out, the best Hearts player. Okay. And I think I'll set another lineup as well. I might just do like 4 lineups with Celtic and Rangers players and Hearts players. So I've got Butland, bit of a risk, but he'll go in. We'll put Trusty in. We'll put Engels and Raskin in. So Braga is like really low. Mate, this Walsh as well for Motherwell has been doing absolutely banging. Look at that. That's really consistent play, isn't it? Obviously, he was playing for Celtic before. Go look at Kietivishvili, Sturm Graz, great score. Yeah, we could do. Harry Milne for Hearts. He's a bit hit and miss. If I put Raskin in there, again, I quite like this. Trusty, Engels, Butland, Raskin is fine. We would then just need another person. They're not showing me too many options on the market, are they? It's quite weird. I wouldn't mind playing like Braga or Nigren. Negren has only been a sub for the last 3 games in a row. Real seeing Devlin used to play for my local team in New Zealand. Damn, that's pretty sick. Classic would work. Yeah, I could get a classic forward for sure. Who would be a good classic forward? I think I do want that Devlin. How expensive is he at rare as well? That's the question. Jesus Christ, he's 21 quid at limited. Wow, I could get him for 46 quid at rare. Yang has been playing well for Celtic recently. Hmm, 2 goals in 4 games. Not for me. But again, like I could pick him up at 12 quid at rare and pop him in that rare lineup. How is Shankland doing at the moment? I think Hearts have got a really good game as well, haven't they? Shankland's a bit hit and miss. Shankland needs a big game. And then Kitiashvili. Wow, he's on fire. And only got subbed on against Hartberg. I say on fire, he scored in 3 consecutive games, but... Who have they got? They got Tyrol. Our best player by miles. Shankland striker. I think I might go for both of them, guys. I might go for Kitishvili and Shankland and Devlin. And pick up a few more, like maybe even that that other guy from Celtic. I think I'm going to put Shankland into this lineup first, though. I'm going to start with him. Negren doesn't like being wide pace-wise. Yang had an assist at the weekend, opted off for a deflection on a cross. Oh, is that right? Okay. Yeah, Shankland's on pens as well, isn't he? Did he get a big chance miss this game? No, he didn't. Just had a god-awful game, 10 duels lost. If you did Casper, Tav, Rio, Engels, and Shankland, you'd have a real strong differential. I don't really care about differential, Quinny, to be honest, mate. I just want to hit the streak. I'm not playing for the leaderboards here. I'm on streak 5 and on limited and streak 4 at rare. So I just kind of want to hit the streak target. There's so many like lopsided Scottish League games this week as well, which is nice. I do think I want Shankland though. There's not a promo on right now for add him to cart first, is there? Has his price just like flown up as well? £12. Okay, I'm not going to buy the first owned one. I'm just going to buy this one. Yeah, I think we'll build 4 lineups at limited. Just really strong lineups full of all the best players. And listen, we'll just go for it. I'll probably sell the players afterwards as well, but... My keepers have lost their hands. Yeah, I feel that, mate. All right, so he's in. He's in. Now, I don't need... I can put Schmeichel in here now. or Swallow? Who's probably got a better chance of a clean sheet, do you reckon, guys? Schmeichel or Swallow? I could put Swallow in here to get rid of the... oh, I suppose actually, no. Yeah, I was going to say to get rid of the multi-club, but Schmeichel would actually cost me the multi-club. Both will clean, I reckon. The difference is if I put Schmeichel in, I lose the multi-club bonus. And so I think I'll put Swallow in for that reason. And I'm going to captain Engels. Swap Raskin with Manny Fernandez. No, I like Raskin, man. Like, he hasn't got many DAs there, but the fact that he plays internationally, he's obviously, like, quality. Devlin would probably be better in this lineup over Raskin, though, wouldn't he? Because if Devlin's, like, got that 60, 70 point potential just every game, maybe Raskin should be in, like, lineup 3 or something. Yeah, Devlin, 100%. So we've either got £18 with the market credits or £21 there. Do I want to spend my market? I've got a fair old chunk of market credits, to be fair. 56 quid altogether. Super KMX, thanks for the 10 months, man. If you're going for the clean sheet, Butland and the centre back for the streak. I guess I'll buy it. First owned. And pick him up. Do any of these players play, you guys? Because I wouldn't mind getting some of the winter versions here of these cheap players that might play that I could just put in for the thing. No? Is that why they're all like £2? But are Ajax playing right now? I just got a notification from SoRare that Oscar Glock has been subbed on, guys. So, good for him. Ajax had their game postponed. Oh, they did, didn't they? Yeah. So they are finishing the game now. Do I want to... So this will take me anyway to here. Okay, so I'm just going to buy that. That's level 3 anyway for the Hearts collection. That's all right. So Devlin is going to go in here as captain. As captain? No, Engels I'm going to keep as captain. Now we've got too many Hearts players, so now I'm going to go for Schmeichel. Although then with Schmeichel, I'd have too many Celtic players. Maybe... I mean, Lawrence is doing really well, but he's got a tough away game. Kieran Tierney not expected to start? He didn't start last game either, did he? Wouldn't change anything, mind you. Right, I'm just going to do that. I like that lineup. I like that lineup. Wait, what? Wait, didn't I just buy him already? Bugging out. Who's still pissed after his heroics for Scotland. Why is it telling me that I need to spend £36 on this Devlin card? There we go. Let's spin our wheel. Boo. 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 So we've got Schmeichel twice, Tav, Scales, Maeda, Hatate, Schmeichel, Trusty, Engels, Shanklin, Devlin. For lineup 3, we're going to go for Swallow. Now I only need in season here. We'll go Raskin. So we don't think Braga is going to start, right? I'd need to buy like basically the whole team here. KT and Sriracha is 50-50. Yeah, so we'll get that. We'll get the. What's his name? Katishvili. Or is it? Sorry, is it Kitishvili? I like him. We're just gonna have to buy him outright. The special edition one though, which is quite nice. So that's one midfielder for Sturm Gratsch. Who are their forwards? I think it's like Manfred Sarkaria, isn't it? Oh no, he's not there anymore, is he? He left. Are any of their other players worth picking up? Or is it just him? Mate, look how bad that score is for a 1-0 against Hartberg. Malone, Horvat is okay if he starts. Austria have a long break till end of January. Mate, that is... no, I'm not doing any more there. So then, who was that other Celtic striker that's been playing well? What was his name? Yang. Yeah, I think we'll pick him up. And, wait, what do you mean and? Oh, and a wheel ticket. I was like, damn, we get like, is there a promo that's just started? That would have been nice, wouldn't it? 25 essence, boys. Now we're moving. Now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. I bought his rare for cheaper on Friday. Yep. People be built like I wouldn't be buying players normally, but we're on streak 5. I think it makes sense, a lot of sense. So we've got. Wait, why is that devil? Oh, because I'm on the market. Never mind. We've got Yang in there. We've got Kitishvili in here with Raskin as well. So I need a defender. I can either use Welsh, who's doing very well for Motherwell. They've also got, haven't they got like the easiest game of the week? Aren't Falkirk like bottom of the table? I know they're 6th. Where is his A? Wow, he got 64 AA against Hearts. A double-double, loads of clearances, 2 interceptions, good duels. What's his passing saying? 84 passes against Hearts. That's insane. 73 points against Hibs. 1 tackle only. Again, 90 passes. Only 1 attempted assist in that 90 passes. Got 10 points for the clean sheet bonus as well. And 10 points here for the clean sheet bonus. Milne has some peaks. Yeah, he's got a good matchup as well for Milne, but this one here is both of all of his peaks are set like done by like decisives. He doesn't really score great without a decisive. Is it expected for Hearts to keep a clean sheet against Kilmarnock? Probably, right? So maybe Milne is a good option here. A bit of a nice like differential as well. The Milne takes sets for Hearts. Oh, does he? That's quite a nice lineup then. And I think I'm going to captain Kitishvili. Milne is on some set pieces, on corners. He's playing out of position. Oh, so is he playing like up front, is he? Or like midfield or something. That's good. I like that. That's why he gets some assists. Swaps with Kizidridis, depending on what side. Okay. All right, let's look at leveling these bad boys up where we can. For Hearts, do I care enough for the extra 2%? Like, is it worthwhile? This lineup's got terrible bonuses. Tirol, we always won the last 10 games. And then last but not least, we'll have Jack Butland in goal. We'll go for Welsh in here, that's fine. Gonna need a midfielder. Do I risk like a Braga here? Because again, if Braga starts, he's got 100-point potential. Ralston for Celtic is at 80%. And then just a classic midfielder. Do I just put that together as like a fourth team and just have it as like whatever's like? Have I gotten a haircut? No, mate. No, I'm just not wearing my hat right now. So Braga won't start Nepo. Kizzy, Shankland, and Kabore will. Ralston is honking. So do you reckon this back three here are good enough for me to pick up 2 more players in the front line? Braga been off it recently. Yeah, I've seen that he's only been subbed on the last few games. Ralston and Donovan is 50-50 for me. Oh, so you don't even think he's guaranteed to start, Quinny? Fair enough. We can get him gone. So I'd need a forward and an extra. Buy collection pieces, get XP from the wheel, win-win. Yeah, I don't mind that as an idea, to be fair. We'll take this Donny. His scores aren't great, though. Underwhelming, to say the least. He missed a penalty, did he? Nope, just really, really, really shit. 13 jewels lost, Jesus Christ. Mate, I look at a player like that, and I couldn't in good conscience pick him up to put him into a lineup. Even if he goes and rips 100 points, like, those scores are just not what I'm looking for. Hey, GG's Dak Zivai, pal. Should dominate Killian. He's on a majority. He takes set pieces and he's still got terrible scores. 2 attempted assists, only 18 passes. That was against Aberdeen. Against Dundee. 3 attempted assists, 27 passes. Mate, this just doesn't look like the sort of guy that I like the look of. Just doesn't. What about this Kabore guy? Yeah, also looks like the sort of player that... Oh, it doesn't look like he'll start anyway. Hearts have been poor the last couple of games. Even if you exclude those last couple of games, he's like peak, drop, but against Rangers, peak, drop, peak, peak, decent, decent, and then, yeah, a few bad games in a row. Could risk Nigren, could start, and it's maybe the best going forward. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't mind Danilo either as well. Like, if Danilo gets a start for Rangers, like, I know he's still got injury problems all over the place, hasn't he? But, like, Nigren can even come on as a sub. Look at that, like, against Feyenoord, got a goal. Couple of Motherwell players. Have I even got any Motherwell players? Not really. Motherwell Falkirk would be a decent scoring game. Who are their standouts? McGinn at 35. Jesus Christ. L5 is 69. That's quite outrageous, isn't it? Look at that. Who else we got? We got Welsh. Oh, this is the guy that I've already got in one of the lineups, so I wouldn't have him in a double lineup. Elliot Watt. Stamatopoulos. Yeah, he scores all right. Damn. How come he gets subbed on so much? He gets so many decisives. They dominate the ball. They're really good. Motherwell forward. They got Slattery as well. If this guy would start, I'd probably go for him, but it just looks like he doesn't start almost ever. Like every other game he starts, and then every other game he gets subbed on. Jesper Karlsson could be decent. Yeah, how have Karlsson's... This Watt guy I like a lot. What position is he? Midfielder. So he'd be the extra. So I would need a forward. Welsh in there, that's fine. Butland and Engels is fine. Mate, Jesper Karlsson used to be genuinely the best player SO5-wise on SoRare. Yeah, he's just not living up to it in Scotland, is he? Scotland. Karlsson missed a game with family issues. So my choices are, guys, either Mashwanhise. How do you say his name? Mashwanhise. Or Stamatopoulos. And then either Watt or McGinn. And I'm liking the look of McGinn. 75 points there. That's a mad amount of AA. Clean sheet bonus was part of it, obviously. Big chance created, attempted assist. 62 passes for him. How's Watt doing for the passes? 79 passes. I think I'd prefer Watt. It looks like the ball goes through him a little bit more based on that one particular game that I looked at and nothing else at all. Yeah, look at that. 121 passes. It definitely goes through him. Yeah. Damn, 97 there as well. Jesus. Elijah is just below. Yeah, he was L15, L5 of 72, but he had 0 games played in that L5. Wait. Percent of games played over the last 5, 0. That's just not true, is it? To see that he's played them here. What's he got? 63, 85, 2 DAs, 43 as a sub, 80 with a DA, and 78 with a DA. How many passes is he making? 30. How many minutes did he play this game? 90. Jesus Christ. Does he play like more advanced, more attacking, does he? Because it doesn't seem reasonable that he would have such little amount of time on the ball. What over? Yeah, I'm gonna put him in. Well, I'm not gonna be able to buy him otherwise from. I'm gonna have to buy it from the manager market. So we'll get what? And then we'll get... So then again, the question was between Mashwanhise or this guy. Like, he just scores more goals, doesn't he? This guy's 80% to start, though. I think we'll go for him. Man, he doesn't have a card on the market either. Just more chance of a decisive. He plays higher up. That Elijah guy. Sorry, a second. So is he like... He's 80% to start. He does have a lot more... If he gets a decisive, he's good for like 80 plus points. That is something I quite like. But I've already got... Unless I take Engels out, which I can, because I don't need Engels in 2 teams. I'm going to end up with a full Motherwell stack here, aren't I? Karlsson to get club boost. No, I'm not going to take Karlsson. I'm going to take I think I'm going to take this guy and put him in midfield. And then, and oh my God, a wheel spin. And then, honestly, a 6 and 2 3s with a striker. But because this guy's the one that's 80% start, I think we're going to go for him. Oh, this guy doesn't take pounds. And then we'll go and I will go and get some like collection pieces for some wheel spins. And all that jazz. The Engels can come out now for what? He can go up there. And then... who did I just pick up? Oh, Just. Where is he? There we go. Just basically a full Motherwell stack with Butland in goal. I don't even need Butland in goal anymore because I can have a classic keeper. I don't have anyone, but... do I reckon Rice starts? Mate, I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard to predict the Arsenal lineup. You prepping for the quick play stuffs? Yeah, we'll have a look. I'll get my lineups through first, and then I want to go and have a look at the quick play stuff. Right, let's get a wheel spin in. Four country clues. Don't mind that. I think I'm up to 10 country clues now as well, which is pretty good. What's the quick play stuff? I'll show you when it's out. I don't know if it's out again yet, properly or not right now. Right, so to level up this, let's go and have a look here and view here. And how much do we need to spend to level up? So if we go add to cart, then let's go to the cart. So one player to get him up to 3%. That's not bad. In fact, that's very, very good. The question is, do I want to put a couple more on to get it up to 4%? Do you get women in SoRare? Not at the moment. Motherwell, you're wanting just Slattery, McGinn, on Trumbis if you're getting players. So it's more about getting players for the XP or for the collection score to get that extra 1% and to potentially get some XP to boost them. I don't know if it's worthwhile. I think it's only probably worthwhile me getting this one player because that, you know, it's costing me a couple of pounds to get them up 1%. Like, that's probably worthwhile, just about. But I think going to 4%, I think is going to be probably not worthwhile, not justifiable. Like, if we look at the price point now, yeah, we're going to have to end up buying 6 players. It's going to end up costing like 20 quid plus. And even though we'd get 6 wheel spins, it wouldn't represent value, I don't think. Another 50 essence. Whee. Then let's go back to that. You're going for the 5th streak though. It's about balancing, I suppose. Yeah, but like even spending 20 quid, like there's not, like 3% collection score is decent. I can't enhance the XP stuff more than 1 level anyway. Like these lineups are just going to have to be what they're going to have to be. I think we've got 4 fantastic lineups here that have every opportunity of hitting that $500. I think we've genuinely got 4 brilliant lineups. I think Celtic and Rangers I should already have it on 5%. Oh no, Rangers I'm on 3%. Celtic got 5%. So Rangers I could potentially get another little level up. Nope. 3 to 4 again requires 7 players. If we add them to cart, let's see what the price point is. £9.30 with the market credits. Damn. Is this? Yeah, this is final streak. Yeah. This is 7 players as well. 7 players. So it'd be 7 wheel spins for £9.30. That's interesting. Now the D-Gen is coming out, guys. I'm like, oh, £9. Like, for 1% on Rangers. Let's do it one time. Let's see if we get more than £10 worth of market credits back from the wheel spins. we'll go and do the same thing again for the Motherwell players. And then maybe for the Hearts players as well. Doesn't Rothwell usually play? I think some of these might be like players coming back from injury as well. Like that Dujon Sterling guy and whatnot. Excuse me, sorry. Boo. Boo. Straight away. You can go through the market search on the Halloween version. Each card gives 30 points and 50 when 30 days hits. It's a lot cheaper, but it doesn't give the wheel spins. And also, I don't need it in 30 days. I need it like now. Do you know what I mean? Like I need the boost as quick as possible. Well, it looks like we're gonna have a snow globe shuffle. All right, one more for the free spin. Two comp clues, it's not bad. Would have preferred 10, but never mind. No, let's hit this free spin. Come on, sorry. Give me something nice. Give me some big market credits. Oh, terrible, isn't it? Terrible. What's the best thing you can get from the spin? I mean, like, the Premier League signed jersey is pretty legit, to be fair. You can get some essence. Market credits are pretty good, especially if you're kind of doing what I'm doing here. It just really helps enhance your gallery for a cheaper price. All right, so we've got £1.50 of market credits back off that £9 that we spent. I suppose I also had £9 worth of market credits spent there as well, but another snow globe shuffle clue set. And then we'll look at so Celtic Rangers we're fine. So it's just the Hearts players now. I'm already at 3% on Hearts. 3.5% actually. So to level up to 4% here shouldn't be too bad. It's only 3 players. Yeah, £4. That's calm. That's calm. We'll take that extra 1% there. What are the clues used for? So when you craft a card, once you get 1,000 essence from playing the game, when you craft a card, there's 10 cards and they're face down. You use the clues to like give you clues basically on who the players are. And so just to help you like make your decision and potentially go on. And potentially like be able to pick a better player. Is your only streak for Challenger. I'm on level 5 for Challenger. I'm on level 1 for Prem. So Prem I'm not really too fussed about. Limited. And then I'm at level 4. El Corino. Thanks for the 7 months, man. Much appreciated, brother. Then I'm at level 4 for Challenger Rare. And you know, it's again one of those situations now. Let's go and have a look at it actually. It's one of those situations now where where's that thing, man? This is a bug on the site and it bothers me. I have to go in and come out. Oh, it's still not showing up. Oh, it's because I'm on yesterday's last game week. I still have to do it though. Look, I have to go in here and then come out to see these again. Bloody annoying. Yes, I'm on streak 5 here for $500. I need to hit 460 points. I feel like it's good. I feel like it's good. It might go wrong, but I feel like it's good. All of the games are on Wednesday as well, so we might do a watch along for them, guys, because that could be quite fun, couldn't it? Now for Rare, I'm on level 4. Here's a tricky thing. Obviously, if I hit the 460 points, I win $400. That's great, and then we got a chance of hitting the $2,000. For me to kind of like build 4 strong lineups for this week would probably cost half of what it would cost me in the first place to get to the streak if it hit. So my only potential is, do I build 1 team or 2 teams with the players that I've got? So we've got Kasper Schmeichel, Boston Trusty, Raskin, he's in season. I would need to buy a striker, and I would need to buy this Mayo guy play for Kilmarnock. I'd need to basically buy 2 players. Is it worth risking it 460 for 1? But yeah, so wait for the weekend for sure, FCF08. The problem with that is the games this week aren't great. Let's take a look at my in-season players. So Sturm Graz have got a decent lineup, a decent matchup. But Celtic have got Hearts. And Benfica have got Sporting. And so the only like lineup that I have that's favourable, Porto I've got a few players for, Kivior is obviously very good, but the only lineup that I've got that's favourable is Galatasaray against Samsunspor. So I'm right back at the same situation I'm at now, where it's like I have like a lot of jeopardy with the quick play thing. When you get the fourth match up, do you have to get all four to outscore the L15s by 10? Yes. Can't you swap the camera at half time? No, you can't, Corky. It's always up or always down, unfortunately. Do you sell your in-season cards or just keep them as classic for next season? Yeah, I'll just keep them. I'll just keep them. Is the new patch out now, is it? Sorry, guys. I'm still getting over this illness. Over this illness, Jesus. I'll be right back. 1 sec. Yeah, please. It did, El Carino. Thank you very much, mate. If you're going to risk it, I'd say you need Shankland or Dyson up front. Yes, I think if we go back to this game week here. No. No, SoRare. Give me this game week. Oh, no, this game week, should I say. Oh, it's going to be a situation of... Do we go and buy like 2 lineups? I'm just streaming also. Okay. 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 Yeah, do we go and buy 2 new forward, like a forward and an extra here? So like go and get like Shankland and Devlin, for example, would be a lot, but it will help push on. And then also go and build a secondary lineup. Like let's pretend this is Shankland. I don't have any in-season players, do I? Right, let's pretend that's Schmeichel. This is Shankland. And then this is Devlin. Right? For the sake of argument. I mean, change to a different camera and shooting down. Yeah, it's just not like, it wouldn't be fun, would it? And then our secondary lineup would have either Butland or Christensen. I like Christensen a lot because he as in season as well. We would have to buy a defender. I'd go for that Hearts guy again. I'd need a midfielder. I'd need an attacker and an extra. So I'd basically need to buy a whole team, a whole second team, and Shankland and Devlin. I'd want more than 2 lineups personally for the big streaks. Yeah, the problem is like next week, even though I'll have 4 lineups, I won't have good. Julie, thank you for the 46 months, very much appreciated. I won't have like good lineups. Do you know what I mean? The only benefit to next week is if we hold on this one for a week and don't play here, The only benefit we could have is, like, this week, the player prices of Celtic and Rangers are going to go through the roof because they both have great matchups and there's very little else to choose from. Whereas if we look at next week's like games where we've got all of these, I could easily go and pick up some Porto players. I could easily go and pick up some I don't know, like Fenerbahce players. Like, I could go and pick up some. What else have we got here that's like popping off in terms of the matches? Like, do you know what I mean? Like there'd be a lot more potential to actually get some different lineups in, and probably for a bit cheaper. So yeah, I do think we'll skip Challenger Rare for this week. I want to make sure it's not there for this week. And we just won't play that. For Champion Rare, however, hey, look at that. Relegated. Division 2. Everywhere's going to be Division 2. For Champion Rare. Wait, Real Madrid are playing? How come there's no La Liga? That's a bit annoying. This is the first week I've really missed champ in season. Only Real and Barca play? Damn, man. It's like, there's a lot to love about SoRare. But there's so many things I dislike about SoRare. And like this, right? I paid really good money for my Real Madrid and Barcelona players. And now I miss out on an opportunity to use them for a streak and use them in the leaderboards. How frustrating is that? Could use some of the rares in limited lineups, Trusty, Tav, etc. Would anything actually be an upgrade? Let's have a look. Where would you put another classic James Tavernier in? I don't think I would, do you know? I really like these lineups. I'm in the exact same situation. Most of my gallery is Barca and Real in season, so annoying. Yes, it's tough instead of Welsh. Mate, instead of Welsh, no chance. Rangers away. I suppose Motherwell away as well, but mate, he gets like, look at these scores, man. He's super consistent. I'm not saying Tavernier isn't, because he is as well. He's way more consistent, to be fair, isn't he? Oh, that's tough. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. One sec. You need more than 64 to hit the 5th streak. Well, yes, you need 460 to hit the streak, but 64 isn't awful. If you had 64 points per person here, right? And then you had, we got equals this times this. And then I've got well, we've got 8%, 8%, 10%, 12%, and then 60%. That would give an extra 62 points on top of 320. That'd already be like 380 something. If everyone got 64 points, that's close. Yeah, I think it got taken down, Julie, after it came up. But also, like, the whole, you can't win on 64 points. Like, he's got a good game. If he gets a decisive, not that he ever has, ever. But if he gets a decisive, he's 100 points. I do get it with Tav. But Tav can easily drop, like, you know, I can't win either on 36 points, or 55 points, or 58, or 59. Like, Tav almost needs a decisive. Otherwise, he won't get a big score. Whereas Welsh doesn't need a decisive to get a really competent score. No, Beanie. I think you're just looking for a reason to give EA grief at that point, mate. I just think it's a lot harder. Average is far superior. But he's not, right? But he's not. And the reason why we know he's not far superior is because his L15 is 60 and Welsh's L15 is 59. A nice problem to have, Josh, isn't it? Trying to decide if I risk Salah starting against Sunderland or go with Baltimore against Spurs. Yeah, I think Salah will start. Yeah, Kunde's price is crazy. People focusing on ceiling rather than much on floor. Well, no, like, the theory is right, though, right? You do need to hit some big scores to hit 460. And especially, you need your captain to be at least in that 80-point range. Motherwell's game, they're not like heavy favourites against Falkirk, but I think for me, Rangers have just let me down so much this season. I don't know if I want to play. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. I wonder if Trusty or Scales would be better at home to Dundee. And so even though Tav's got these banging scores, oh, they are good. They are good. Don't get me wrong. They are good. It's 460 the 5th streak. It is, yeah. The other thing to consider is I do already have in a lineup. Will you put your Madrid and Barca guys in Arena or use them in All-Star? Neither. I'll be using them in Champ. I like to have the difference. I do. I don't want to tinker with these lines. Even if Tav hits 100 points, it won't be an oh no moment because I'll get the 100 points from him. Right here. And this has got like best bonuses as well. So if he bags 100 here, I've got 165 points on him here. Don't need much else. I mean, I would still need 300 points between the four of them, but at that point, it's way easier. Thanks, Mord Pal. Took bloody ages, but we got there. Have over Just. Yeah, what's this Elijah Just have going on? Did we just bought... no pun intended. We just bought him. See, I feel like if he starts, he has very sort of similar potential to Tab, to be fair. Manny Fernandez. Doesn't exist, mate. Is Jokeres base card worth starting? I mean, there's probably some better options out there, mate, to be fair. Emmanuel Fernandez. It's one thing to say he's been Rangers' best scoring defender since he came in, but it's 3 games. One of them is also picked up by a goal. As the starters, the 2 main centre backs are out now until New Year. Yeah, I'm not looking for like I mean, listen, we can only pick 5 players per team, right? Do I feel confident that one of these lineups can hit 460 points? Yes. Would having Tav in another one of these lineups possibly help? Yes. But I don't like the idea, especially with already having 2 Schmeichels, I don't like the idea of having too many duplicate players, because if that particular player doesn't perform, it kills multiple lineups. So I'm just content with that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, where that's at. Now then, Campeón. Campeones. Everyone's going to be in Division 2. That's really annoying. Bit of Allison. Bit of Virgilius. A bit of Trent. A bit of Jude. And Phil Foden in there. Kylian Mbappe and Lamine Yamal. Hell yeah. And do a bit of a Courtois. Eder Militao. Since SoRare, I've become invested in the Croatian League. Hell yeah, dude. SoRare is fantastic, mate. Actually, yeah, do we think Salah's going to start, actually? Got some brutal keeper choices here. Ramsdale's 90% to start. Why? Is Pope injured still? Pope's out for 3 weeks. Is Rudiger back and fit? Or is he going to have minutes managed? Because he was out for a long time. Salah will start. Pope's out for a groin injury for 3 weeks. He's been in full training. Does that mean Howson is out now? If Militao and Rudiger are back. I mean, Arda Güler's form has fallen off the face of the earth as well, hasn't it? Barcelona haven't particularly got an easy game. De Jong will be suspended. I don't mind Grealish against Bournemouth. Do we think Timber gets rotated? It's really, really hard to tell, mate. Honestly, it's really hard to tell and to know which Arsenal players are going to get rotated. Howson could still be preferred above Rudiger, but Howson has not played well lately. Who do we want as a... I want like an anomaly keeper. See, like Unai Simon against Real Madrid, I actually think could easily bag a monster amount of AA. We've got Burn against Spurs, Hansko against Barcelona. Hartman against Palace could be interesting. Go for Rudiger in there. We'll pop a little bit of a... I just don't have many options, do I? Pop Alex Baena in there. Bit of Granit Xhaka. Another Mohamed Salah. And a Vinicius Jr. Didn't I do that twice? I think I've got Salah and Vinny J twice up there. Howson has a knock. Why does Jack Grealish show as a Man City player? Because when his card was like created, he was a Man City player. Who else have we got that's at the wrong kits right now? Yeah, Bellingham there as a Dortmund player. Trent as a Liverpool player. Granit Xhaka as an Arsenal player. Alex Baena as a Villarreal player. Champion Limited. I'll go Hincapie and Mosquera over Tim. Yeah, I think Arsenal's fullbacks are probably the biggest risks right now. I'd be a lot more content going with Arsenal's centre-backs for sure. Eder Militao. I've got Carreras in there. It's a lot of Real Madrid players, but Pedri being back is nice. Look at that, man. Came on for like, what, 20 minutes? 30 minutes and got 15 AA straight away. Well, not straight away. It took him 30 minutes. What a bum. Right, Fede Valverde on 70%. I suppose we'll go Tchouaméni in there then. And then we'll go for a little bit of Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. And then either Lamine or Vinny J. Do I just go for a full Real Madrid stack? Yes, I do. Why not? One 0 Ajax got. Valverde will likely play, but is in his worst form for Real in forever. Isn't that because he just gets shifted around the field wherever suits like the need of the manager at the time? Must be really hard as a player to just constantly be like, oh, you're midfield today, or you're right wing today, or you're right back today. Like, let's do a Barcelona stack as well. Juan Garcia, Mr. Kurbasi. Edit Garcia. No, we're going to do Balde. Taylor assist, like Soboslai. Yeah. Do we want to go for Pedri? Do we want to risk Pedrinho? I don't have enough Barcelona midfielders. Dani Olmo can go in. We'll pop Lamine up front. Barcelona. I've only got Pedri. I have a feeling Pedri will play, especially with De Jong injured. And then it's like Rafinha, I guess we go for, right? Bomb. One Real Madrid stack, one Barcelona stack. Sorry if you answered already. Do you think Martinelli and Odegaard starting against Brentford? I think they could. It'd be impossible to project who's actually going to start though, mate. Like, I wouldn't want to say to you either way because I just don't know. I don't know what you came to do, girl. What you came to do. Where's that Jude Bellingham? Let's pop in another Aurelian. Sure, we've gone for another Real Madrid stack, guys. We're just going for like Real Madrid and that, like, do you know what I mean? Just loads of Real Madrid. Loads of Real Madrid, loads of Barcelona. De Jong had personal issues, no? Isn't he suspended? I don't know, to be honest. I thought it was a suspension, but I might be wrong. We'll use one David Raya. Do you know what? Let's use a Ramsdale. Let's see if we can get here a multi-club cap 370. So we'll go for a bit of Dan Burn. Yes, please. Rudiger. Bang in there on that 0. That big fat 0. We'll get a bit of a Bruno Guimaraes. And Aurelian Tchouaméni. Do a bit of Martin Zubimendi. Maybe he's rotated though. Do Aurelian Tchouaméni. And then up front. Damn, it's mad, isn't it? I don't have Mohamed Salah limited card. I find it bizarre as well that Madueke is favourite to start over Martinelli from this guy. Because I just don't believe it to be true. Xerxes. Has Xerxes got 2 goals in 2 games? Oh no, he just had a good game against Everton. Xerxes against West Ham is actually not a bad... hey, this is going to be so far below the threshold. It's crazy. Go for something instead of Rudiger and play Vinny. Could go for a Balde. Actually got a really good Luke Shaw. If Luke Shaw starts, actually, I think I'd be happy with Luke Shaw in there. Pop the Vinicius Jr. in there, and then we've literally got like 90, so we could put anyone in here. Maybe I do put Pedri in there. Damn. Unless captain Pedrinho. Oh, that's not multi-club. Who have I got from Barcelona? Oh, I've got 3 Newcastle players. Bloody Ramsdale. I could put in a different goalkeeper, to be fair. Put in Leno in goal instead. No, I can't. I need a L1547 for the goalkeeper. And that doesn't exist. So we'll pop Ramsdale back in. And we'll take out Bruno Guimaraes. We can have any midfielder we want. Granit Xhaka, Bosch. Yeah. Terrible lineup, but who cares, right? Who cares? It's all about having fun, isn't it? All about having fun. Right, under 23. I don't think I've got any goalkeepers this time around. I do not. I do not. And so that leaves us with all-star. Right, who have we got then? David Raya I'm saving for Arena. We've got Kasper Schmeichel. Vicario Christensen. Let's put Christensen in there. We'll do Scales. Tav. Raskin. Engels. Brunetta. And... oh, Mika Marido. No one here I really like, I can't lie. Austin Trusty. I guess we're trusting Austin. And we're going to captain Tavernier. What a lineup. If that doesn't win All-Star, I don't know what will. I have a feeling Lissandro will start on Thursday for us against West Ham, but I don't think Amorim is going to risk it. I swear Vinny is 70% every game week. Yeah, he is, yeah. I get it with Vinicius Jr. though, because there's obviously some like turmoil, isn't there, between him and the manager. Go for a bit of a Dan Burn in there. Hey, I'm low on defenders. I'm going to have to risk someone. We're going to risk Calafiori. We'll pop an Erdegaard in there. Don't even have that many midfielders, to be fair. I might just actually leave the rest of this for Arena. What's the game schedule like? So today we've got Fulham City, Bournemouth, Everton, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Newcastle, Spurs. There's no players in there that I'm like worried about that, you know, there's the odd like Man City player or whatever. Maybe I could build one Arena lineup tonight from these games. And then it'll be tomorrow where we'll get the Arena lineups in for these games here. Yeah, nice. And so All-Star Limited. We has. Damn. I don't have many limited goalkeepers left. We'll do one David Raya. Damn. I genuinely might like just run one lineup here. Like, I really don't have like good quality starters, like guaranteed starters, especially that don't have good matchups. Obviously, the Arsenal players I would want to use if I was confident that they would start, but I'm just not. How come no ARC streams recently? Like a whole host of reasons. Like I was unwell for a good like 4 or 5 days. I'm still not fully over it yet. I had a lot of stuff to do on FIFA to catch up with. Yeah, basically just like it was just too it was too much. I was like slipping on getting FIFA content and FIFA work done and stuff. And so I have every intention to come back and play. But it won't be, well, it might be today. City tonight. So with that, we've then got Why did Nick stop playing? I genuinely don't know, mate. I don't know. You would have to ask him. Premier League night picker. So I'll wait for the games to come in for that stuff. There's nothing in collect. Mate, I can't believe the connect, guys. I missed out. I hit on La Liga. Not a lot of my like duo partners did. I missed the Eredivisie by 25 points. And I missed Jupiler by 14 points. And looking at these like setups here, not many people hit them. He hit it by 3 points. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 people there that hit it that I couldn't hit it for. And then in the Prem, I smashed it. And loads of people missed out. There's literally like hundreds of people here for these duos. I don't know how long we get on them. We got, oh yeah, so Eredivisie and La Liga are gone now, but Premier League and Jupiler are still there for another week. I missed it. My captain choice, as always, ruined Jupiler. Prem, I had Ruben Diaz as captain and he stinked versus Leeds. Yeah, it's tough. Nick said he is focusing on beating Tarkov after the full game got released. We'll be back to Arc. Okay, fair enough. Had to cancel games working so rare, like Ajax is playing now instead of last weekend because of an interrupted game. Yeah, I just like I don't know. It differs. It differs, mate. Honestly, it differs. So now, guys, we're just waiting patiently for the quick play. But if we were to look at the matches for quick play, yeah, this one will count for this game week because it's kicked off already before 3 p.m. We've got a choice for the, like, we've got Bournemouth against Everton, Fulham against City, Barcelona against Atletico Madrid, Newcastle against Spurs. We only need to find one player from these 4 teams that we think is going to get plus 10 on their L15. I will captain Ruben Diaz this game week, though. Who's got the most favourable matchup here? City against Fulham, obviously, isn't it? What is Ruben Diaz? What is his L15? Jesus Christ, look at that. If his L15 is reasonably low, he might be a good player to get the special edition for. No, 70. Mate, he's back, isn't he? His scores are fully back. Is this a similar concept to FPL but with all leagues? Yes, but also you buy the players. How do you link the duo? Just put exclamation mark duos 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the chat as all like different exclamation marks, and you'll get the links come up there. What does L15 mean? The average of the scores that they've achieved over the last 15 games. So we've got Foden, we've got Cherky, we've got Doku, we've got Nico, Donnarumma, Diaz, Gvardiol, and Haaland. So Foden's L15 is 59, so he'd need to get 70 or 69. Cherky's at 51. That's an interesting one if he does start. He could very easily get a decisive. However, he's 50 quid. Jeremy Doku, Jesus Christ. Mate, he's been on fire this season, hasn't he? His L15's way too high. Nico Gonzalez, I don't mind, but he's only ever broken 60 points 4 times this whole season. So it'd be a no for him. Haaland it'll be a no for. It's possible to even find, like, you know, like Bournemouth against Everton. Well, I want to be able to see the L15s of them here. How good is Marino in this fantasy? He's not bad, yeah. He's not bad. Livramento's an interesting one. L15 of 49, coming back from injury. Would need to get 59 points. What is Truffett's L15? You know what would be a better idea, guys? Just going on to the market, wouldn't it? And finding players. Oh no, because it doesn't matter what they're... Like L15 45 is a max anyway, isn't it? Lewis Hall 37. Yeah, but the thing, so the thing with like somebody like Lewis Hall is, it's like, even though his L15 is 37, he would still need to hit 55 points to like win the thing. Because, and the same with Ramsdale. Ramsdale would still have to hit 55 points because anyone that has an L15 of under 45 has like a predetermined L15 of 45, right? Why do you think Saka performs better for England than Arsenal? I don't. Let me get the info piece up. No, I rejected that. L15 plus 10. So we need 1 card to get L15 plus 10, then 2 cards to get L15 plus 10, then 2 cards again to get L15 plus 10, then 3 cards to get L15 plus 10. Honestly, like this is going to be so much fun, guys. This is going to be so much fun. I think it was an under 35 had to hit 45. Oh, okay. I'm sure it said it right. Oh, here you go, Quickplay. Oh no, so yeah. I'm sure it said it. Didn't it have it written down somewhere? And it did? Did it say it up here and I just didn't read it properly? Oh, it's above here. Okay, yeah. Your target is L15 plus 10. For players with an average of L15 of 35 or lower, the target will be 45. Okay. So, like... So, for someone like Lewis Hall, he'd only have to hit 47. Ooh. He's 29. Look, but this is the thing. We're gonna have to scout someone, man, because he's already gone from £4 up to like this. Like this is why SoRare will just make so much money. Like the longer they do things like this, like if they made this Quickplay permanent, honestly, they would 10x their profit and revenue immediately because people are paying £30 for a guy that is worth £4 so that they have a chance of winning $2 of market credits. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? He's not even banked on to start. He's at 70%. Ramsdale is £50 instant buy now. Wait, hold on. Can I sell my Ramsdale on the... I need to do the free-to-play account as well, actually. I need to claim all the rewards and whatnot as well. Oh, no, it's only the winter edition ones that go high, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. £42, man. Put duos, Keith, rather than duo. Duos one. I'm the idiot who paid that. Wait, was that you, was it? Wismania on Lewis Hall. Your party at the bridge. You're not... No, you're not party at the bridge, are you? Wait. You're telling me that going out and buying Winter Isaac last night after a few pints was a bad move? Well, it depends on how much you bought him for and how much he's worth now, I suppose, isn't it? £70 you paid for him. What's his current card? Yeah, you could have got him for 55 quid. That's pretty, yeah, it's pretty bad, yeah. Although, to be fair, he only needs to get a goal against Sunderland and you've won your $2 of market credits back. I love SoRare, but it's so expensive to get like fully involved. It's absolutely not. You can get fully involved in SoRare for like 20 quid, 30 quid. How does Quickplay work exactly? I'll show you. So effectively, whenever it's live, not live right now, but it was live earlier apparently. Mac, thanks for the 24 months, man. Much appreciated, brother. Whenever it's live, there'll be like a section where you just go in and you put a card in. Has to be a winter edition card, but you can go and put the card in, and if that card scores 10 points more than his L15, you will get $2 of market credits, by the way. Then, as soon as that game's finished, you can do it again, but you have to do it with 2 cards, and they both have to get plus 10 on their L15, and you win $10 of market credits. And then when that game's finished, you've got to do it again, and then you get $20 of actual cash if both players hit the L15 plus 10. And then for the 4th version, you need to hit 3 cards, hit L15 plus 10 for $200. Honestly, guys, like I know that like Isaac is like maybe a bit of an overpay or whatever, but I think if I'd completed the 3rd streak, I probably would just go and buy like favorable matchup players for rank like number 4, because you could buy like you could spend $150 on 3 players that have got really good matchups and are really good players, win the $200, sell the players back on, and then you're at rank 5. You got a shot at that grand prize where you need 3 cards again to hit the L15 plus 10. I'm thinking of getting MLS because with a 50% market credit, I can get them for like 4 quid. Doesn't seem worth because it's only winter cards, no. What doesn't seem worth about it? Do giveaway. All right, I give you away from my stream. See you later, mate. Seems getting 4 in a row will be super hard. Yeah, I think that's the point. I think that's the point, right? So it has to be 2 cards in games from the same day, right? No. You'll just put in the 2 cards that you want. They could be on separate days, but this runs for 2 weeks. Football will be much more difficult. I don't know if it will be. I think, again, like looking at, like, I know that it's been a massive overpay, right? But looking at someone like Isaac, you only need to get 49 points with him, and you've done it. Now, if he starts, you'll know if he starts or not. So you can, you can choose after the lineups are out. But if he starts, I would bank on him getting a goal or an assist against Sunderland. And that's what I mean. Like, then you look at it. Now his L15 against Leeds isn't going to be worlds above. You've now got Isaac for another streak somewhere down the line. Do you know what I mean? He's gotten 49 points twice in the last 3 months. Okay, but he got 61 points in the last game. So, like, we have to understand with Isaac, it's been a lot of based around the fact that he hasn't been playing and Liverpool have been god-awful. This is a matchup. He has got Leeds and Sunderland in his next 2 games. If we look at his time at Newcastle before he moved to Liverpool, how you doubting him? How you doubting him? He was on fire, man. I would lead towards defenders in possession-heavy games versus favourable matchups. Let's go back and have a look at those matches tonight again. Obviously, you can only do 1 match tonight, right? Because there's only 4 matches to pick from. Yeah, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Newcastle Spurs, Fulham City, Everton Bournemouth. Like, for City, I really like the idea of Cherky, personally. For him to just get a decisive is basically all you need. Did Ajax goal get ruled out? I don't know, mate. I haven't been following the game. The Magician of the Night of the Right is insane. I want to do an Enquiries card as I'm an Arsenal fan, but the Douay looks crazy too. Oh, you talk FIFA? Yeah. Hennep, I wrote you on Instagram as well. I bought a Thunderstruck Ribery on the market for 509, and when I went to relist him, he had a max buy now of 30,000. Ever happened to you before? Never happened to me before, mate, but I have seen it happen a lot on the game. Can you field the players after starting 11 is out? Yes. I don't think the prices will rocket. The prices will only rocket of the players that are unexpectedly starting. So if you miss the first one the first time, you just go again the next day. Yep, bang on. But obviously, like, it's only for like you know, so like tomorrow's games, for example, this game isn't included. So you've got these games here up until like the Chelsea game, and then these ones don't count. These ones aren't part of it. They don't have the winter cards. And so by the end of tomorrow, you could be on to the 4th streak, but you can't go again the next hour because you have to wait till the game to finish, right? So if you go on the Real Madrid game, you will miss out on the Wolves, Arsenal, Burnley, Brighton, Sturm Graz games, and maybe the Celtic, Hearts, and Aberdeen games as well. You'd be able to do Real Madrid game, and then you'd be able to do the Liverpool and Leeds game, or Liverpool or Leeds game as the next one. So you could, in theory, like, here's what I'm going to hope to do today. Pick a player today that gets more on the plus 10 L15 from one of these 4. We move to round 2. Then in round 2 tomorrow, we'll choose Athletic Club versus Real Madrid and get one of those players to get the plus 10 there. They say it takes 5 minutes after the game. Yeah, so obviously this game will finish at like, what, 7:50. So you'll be lucky to get the 8 p.m. Oh, there is no 8 p.m. kickoff, so you'll have to do the 8:15. And then I'll also try and pick one from one of these 2 teams to get the 8:15 as well. And so hopefully by time Thursday comes along, I'm already on to Streak 4. And then you've got Man United only on this game. So that'll be hopefully Streak 4 for me. And then hopefully on the Friday games, hopefully Galatasaray against Samsunspor will be me bagging my my $20,000. Obviously, you got to do, like, you know, there's just more cards to go as it goes up though, right? So was it 1? Does it go straight to 2 actually, doesn't it? I think the second streak is already 2 cards. Yeah, second streak's already 2 cards. Like, it's not going to be easy, especially with like the limited matches this week. But I don't know, man. I feel good with it. You only need an L15 to plus 10. And so, but our first port of call is picking someone today from one of these games where I think, yeah, they could easily get an L15 to plus 10. You don't win $20K. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm aware. I read it. Has this winter quick play been released on the site? Apparently it was released earlier, but they removed it quite quickly. I don't know why. There must have been a bug with it or whatever. An issue with it. So yeah, is it like, do you just get to pick one player, or can you pick like 3 with a decisive picker? No, just one. Just one. So yeah, we basically got to choose, who do we want? Who do we want as our player that we think is going to get a plus 10? Do we wait for lineups to be released and try and snipe an unexpected starter? Or do we like preemptively choose someone? The thing about like maybe like sniping players as well, right? Let's take someone like, let's say like this guy, right? Adley. He's got L15 of what? 39. His price hasn't really gone up too much. It's like £14 on the market. He'd need to, like, I don't think he'd be great, but if he started, if I went and bought like 2 or 3 of him, if he started, would his price go up to like 20 or 30 quid? Because people would be like, oh my God, like, I want him. Only one person hit the last streak, quick play in NBA. It was during 5x streak, so people were prioritizing that. Wasn't it 2 people that got to the last streak? Did one of those 2 people that got there win it? That's mad, isn't it? Who else have we got that's like a lower percentage to start? Barry. But I mean, Jesus Christ, like, you're just not getting any change out of him, are you? Alcaraz. He's just never going to get 51 points, is he? He's just not. And again, though, this is why SoRare. I will be shocked, guys. I'll be shocked if this doesn't come back in January as a permanent thing. Because look, they've turned a bloody 85p player to selling for £6 on instant buy. And he's only 60% chance to start, and he's shit. Where's Lewis Miley's sent to start? Yeah, he got 100 points last game, didn't he, Miley? He's down at 40%. But even then, right, and this is the thing, I would never touch someone like Miley, because even if he started, he needs to get 55 points against Spurs. What is Semenyo's L15? $53. Not awful. If Semenyo scored, if Semenyo gets a decisive against Everton, I think he'd be good for it. Doesn't look like he's got any winter cards though, to be fair. SoRare inside lads can easily abuse this, by the way. Buy a bench player, then they boost their percentage. Most obviously won't do that, but some could. Yeah, I agree. You like the look of Sessegnon? Is it like Ryan Sessegnon? Against City? You think he'd get 50 points against City? I wouldn't be so sure. Ilanga could be good as a sneaky starter. Which got L15 41. Yeah, see if Ilanga started, he's the sort of player that I might be like as quick as I could, although he hasn't got any winter cards either. That's interesting. But yeah, he's the sort of player that I'd try and like pick up immediately if he was like confirmed to start, because him to get 51 points as a starter. We're not change it to starts only. Never mind. Thoughts on Lewis Hall? Yeah, I don't like Lewis Hall. What would he need? 47. I don't mind Lewis Hall. I don't mind him. I just, again, I'm looking at this price here now. £33 somebody paid for him. And like, being realistic, your best case scenario is that you get to use him once now when he succeeds, and then once against Burnley, where you're on like maybe streak 2 or 3 and he succeeds again. And even then you've only made like $10. I'd rather buy a VVD for 30. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there's every possibility of like picking up, like this is why I was looking at the City players, right? Because not only are they good players in the first place, they've got a decent matchup. All of a sudden I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, Erling Haaland might be all right. You cannot use the same player once used at a level. Where did it say that? I didn't read that. Like Phil Foden might genuinely be a good option because his price is about the same as what people are paying for these low L15s. Like, yeah, okay, granted, you're gonna like maybe struggle to get the $2 back from him. Better off just waiting a week for most of these players. Better to plan ahead than pay £30 for Lewis Hall. Yeah, I agree. I'd rather buy VVD 30 odd and just play normally. Hall's price is not worth it anymore. Delap, if he starts, is a good one, which makes me think Delap is probably already like hyperinflated. Not really. £15 he was bought for. Doesn't that? He's like, again, that's how NBA worked. You could only use the same player once. It's interesting. It doesn't say that on the football one. Phone type of card you can use the rest of the season. Yeah, exactly. If you buy someone like Foden for this, I mean, again, you're going to need to hit 69 points. It's really not impossible to hit 69 points with Foden, especially if he gets a goal or an assist. Foden might be a really good option. Like, who else have City got that could be a real fun option? Ruben Diaz maybe a bit too high. Honestly, Donnarumma could be a shout. If he keeps a clean sheet, he gets the +10. That's all he needs is to hit a clean sheet or a decisive. And then you've got a Donnarumma for the rest of the season. Who else we got here? Now, if Bernardo Silva started, he was 60% as well. Bernardo Silva's not a bad option. Nico O'Reilly's not a bad option. Reinder's not a bad option. The Foden auction ends in 8. I probably won't buy Foden, but see, I don't like Nico O'Reilly. Man, I'm so, look at that. I'm absolutely surprised his price has like boomed like that. Because he needs to hit 64. And that's going to have to come with a decisive. And he's not even set to start. Pep Roulette will be the only downside with City. Well, so the thing is, though, you can wait till the lineups are out before you plug a player in. Thanks, James, pal. Reinders on 52. I don't mind Reinders. Oh, he hasn't got any winter cards. Who has new winter cards? So like most, like all of like the in-season team like leagues have it. The SoRare 26 in-season leagues, but not every team has has all of the cards. Like Arsenal only have like a real select few. When's the that arena stuff start on the weekend, isn't it? Yeah, Turkey I like. Turkey I like. £60 is a lot. Yes, even that, man. He was £33 before. But he's doubled in price. You might get lucky and craft a decent winter card tonight. I just need to craft someone from a game that's being played today. Picked up Ben White in case Timber gets rotated and wanted to boost my Arsenal collection anyway. Yeah, I was looking at a few of the Arsenal players. Obviously, Arsenal don't play till tomorrow, so I'd still want to play today. I was looking at a few of the Arsenal players, and Ben White was definitely one of them. Mate, so many of these L15s are so high, man. What happened to Mastantuono? Is he injured? Yeah, he is. Let me hold on a sec, guys. Let me do my free to play stuff or like that RTG. I got some rewards. I think I got two weekends of rewards on this account. Tiono, Barrow, or Beto could be worth for this. Mate, they're just so bad. They're just so bad. Right. What do we get? So I've got to go and claim my rewards. Claim now. I think I've got 2 weekends of rewards, but I don't actually think I've got anything beyond some like, yeah, so just some, just some common essence. Maybe a little bit of XP from the weekend. Got 3,850 there. And then I think I have rewards from... this week? Oh, was it that? I think they were together, maybe. Yeah. Then this week, absolutely screwed. Absolutely screwed. Pedro Porro did good, 70 points. Cucurella, Rice, Holland, and Pope all stinking the place out. However, we can now put another team in and try and grab ourselves another $5. Looks like Pedro Porro might be rested. Let's put Cuckoo as captain. That's why I bought the backup goalkeeper. All right, for common teams, I'm just going to do what I did last week. I'm just going to go suggest lineup on both, on like all of what I can do, and then as lineups start coming in, I'll like go and like adjust the lineups afterwards. Ever tried the new patch yet? I haven't, mate. No. Welbeck L15 is 63. But L15 is only 48, cheap as well. Yeah, but who's he got? Who's the matchup? How did I do actually on the arenas this week? That All-Star. I don't know. I put any. I swear I put like. Was it the week before I did it? Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. I'm 2nd, 4th, and 10th. Yeah, that's not bad. Came out on top. I've got 7,000 essence at common level. I need to finish off some of the common stuff, but the common game is kind of like, it almost got too easy. Do you know what I mean? Like once you get rolling with it, there's not a lot else you can do. Like I could just sit there spamming the packs every day, and that's a bit dry. Villa, yeah, again, man. I don't know if I'm interested in that. He's probably Josh. They're incredible, aren't they? People are wildly overpaying. Thanks for the 31 months, much appreciated. People are wildly overpaying for $2 of market credits, but not even like guaranteed $2 of market credits. Just a chance of $2 of market credits. Says I think with someone like Isaac though, Super K, right? If he gets himself back together, like you've just got a good player there. Yeah, you've overpaid, but he will most likely eventually become worth that sort of price point if he can get his form back. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dewsbury Hall. I've no strikers that are higher than 80% chance to start. Jesus Christ. Pop another Jeremiah Pino in there. Liverpool actually targeted Isaac in the box last game, which was good for him. It just doesn't work with both Salah and Isaac, as they both tried to target Salah instead. I'd love to be able to exchange 100,000 common essence for 1,000 limited. Gives a very slow grind for free to play. Slowly get limited cards. That'd be quite interesting. Saka or Bruno from my main squad. I'll go Bruno, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if Saka had started on the bench. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal gave some weird... We're in a weird spot. A really weird spot with Arsenal for this game week, because on the one hand, you might look at our fixtures and say, we played a lot, and so the players need rest. But you also might look at the fact that, especially in the Premier League now, if we can get, 5 wins out of the next 5 games, who gives a shit about the Club Rouge Champions League game? Like, it's a really important month in the Premier League for us to genuinely just, like, progress well. However, we've got Brentford and then Villa away, and I think Brentford at home is a more favourable game. So I think we might rotate, not heavily today, but I think we could see a front three of Madueke, Gyökeres and Martinelli. I reckon we could see a midfield three of Ødegaard, Norgard, and even possibly Merino, because he's about to lose minutes now that Gyökeres is back. And yeah, I think we could see a backline of like Ben White, Lewis Skelly with these two and Raya in goal. I think we could see wholesale changes. At the same time, I also think Arteta could be sitting there going, do you know what? Like, we're just going to go our best team because we need the we can't risk like dropping the 3 points. So on that note, I could genuinely see Saka, Gyökeres and Madueke or Martinelli, Ødegaard, Zubimendi, Rice, Timber, even Calafiori in here as well. Honestly, I think there's very, very little chance Saka is rested in the Premier League at all. I mean, I hope so. I hope so, because obviously I've got some, some strong lineups here. I've got Raya, Hincapié, Rice, Saka, Zubimendi. And then I've got Calafiori, Eze, Gyökeres and Martinelli. Maybe I should take out Martinelli there for Merino. No, Merino's never going to play if Gyökeres plays. And then, yeah, my Arsenal lineups in here. I've gone for Mosquera, Rice, Saka and Gyökeres. And then Ødegaard and Gyökeres together in this one. And then in here, I've again got from Hincapié, Rice, Saka and Gyökeres. Do I really hope that we start, like, fully fledged? He should play the best healthy team. You have the squad depth and need to keep up the momentum. Don't let City or Chelsea close the gap. And that's where I think he'll go for. I think, again, when we look at the fixtures, he can give rest to these players. Well, looking at this particular team, Lewis Skelly, Hincapié, Mosquera, Ødegaard, Gyökeres, Madueke, and to a degree Saka because of his injury, aren't overworked at the moment. Like, they've all been out because of either they're just not first choice or they've been injured. To the point where this is already kind of a rotated team. I saw Jesus was on sub, so wouldn't be surprised if he started Jesus. Not a chance on earth is Jesus starting. He's been out for like, what, a year? Jesus will get like 5 minutes at the end of this game if we're winning comfortably at best. Not a chance on hell. Not a chance on earth he starts him. Jesus is going to have like a good 2 months, like 4 to 6 weeks of being like integrated back into like proper competitive play. Also, why is Timber so low percentage? Yeah, just because he's played a lot of football, mate, actually, for Yuri and Timber. I didn't risk him in any lineups. I'll put him in I'll put him in the arena if I can. But yeah, he has played every game for club and country apart from one against Poland since the start of the season, and in only 3 of those games has he been subbed on. He got a few little rests in like the Carabao Cup and stuff. But he's just played a lot of football. And so I think this is like a game where Ben White could start. However, even though Ben White did get some minutes in the last game, he's just not getting time, is he? Well, he didn't. Well, actually, hell a lie, he didn't get any minutes against Chelsea, which makes me even more confident that Timber will start. Like, Ben White has played 4 games, and again, he got some Carabao Cup, like cup appearances. And this isn't he's not fit. He's fit. Arteta just doesn't. I guess it's mad, isn't it? Because like, if you think back to last season when Timber was injured, Ben White and Saka and Ødegaard on that right hand side were just unbelievable together. I don't know what's gone wrong during this season for Ben White to the point where Arteta has just lost all faith in him. You can actually see already Ben White hasn't got a single minute in the Premier League since he's been back from injury. He's only got games. He's only got Champions League games. Which is quite mad. So yeah, I think Timber's almost definitely going to be starting. We've got 16 minutes. I'm so much looking forward to tomorrow night for these runs, guys. Would be the first time I've ever won the 5th streak. Interesting convo in a Discord at the moment about Niche Nation League combos of cards are massively oversubscribed and minted. Niche Nation League combos of cards, like check Zolis. Oh, you think they all got like divvied out as rewards from during the Nation League? Is that number 897? No, it's about crafts. Oh, I see. Because when people just hit the craft and then draw the nation, they know it's Zolis. Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense. Check, yeah, I can see this is number like 897 on him here. Oh, sorry, 887, I beg your pardon. So his unique's gone, 9 of 10 super rares are gone. Oh my days. So there's only 55 limiteds left and only 8 rares left. That's insane. And I wonder if that's why the prize pools or the craft pools have felt significantly worse the last few weeks. Because, like, you know, when you hit a craft and it's like 7 of your 10 are German from the Bundesliga, you're just like, well, this is bollocks, isn't it? I'd like... Oh, Oscar Glock with the assist. I reckon you can't craft him anymore. Yeah, there wouldn't be many left. I think there are some, like there are some on the market for sale now. 5 limiteds, and there's 2 rares there, as you can see. Yeah, so 5 limiteds, 2 rares, which means there's only 6 rares left beyond what's on the market. Kane is almost at 800 limited. Yeah, and so that would be the same situation, right? Because as soon as you see England and Bundesliga, you know it's, well, you don't know it's Kane, but there's a very high chance it's Kane. Yeah, Kane's not quite as bad as someone like Zolis, but certainly, again, is getting right to the end of the mix. It's going to be fascinating, isn't it, as to what can they do. Zoboslai is at 856. That's how you got Kane. That's also how I got Kane as well, actually. What are they genuinely? What are they going to do when they run out of cards in the next like 4 or 5 weeks? Surely they can't go for like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months without selling any cards. So there's now maybe a play to go with the Big Nation League combo with special stars now. Big Nation League combo with special stars, yeah. Because a Niche Nation is far less of a chance. Yeah, that's true. So when you're crafting now, if you get like a star room or whatever, and you see like England Premier League, maybe now you start taking that. The income is fixed. They have 600 limiteds to sell. Once they're sold, they're sold. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they sell them over. I mean, more from a perspective of like a consumer's point of view. How are we going to buy cards? Because then we're going to have to buy them off the secondary market. Now, if there's things that are tied to them being only owned after a certain date or whatever, there's 400 rewards to give out. It's those that the issue. Well, yeah, especially for like players like Zolis and stuff. Somebody said about Zoboslai as well. Yeah, look at that, mate. He's got 13 rares left for the whole season at both rewards and can't actually find the info about the 60-40 split. No, they have talked, they have openly explained many times it's 60-40 split, and also that the things that come out of like you know, where the promos, they come out of the supply, the market supply, not the reward supply. Whereas Lamine, do you reckon this like helps the secondary market as time goes on, or do you reckon it hurts the game as a whole? But this is going to be a first, isn't it? Where we're getting to the point where we're just running out. Yeah, secondary could bang. They've done it for that reason, I believe. But like what was said above there, what about when rewards come? Right, like Zolis, and I'm sure there's some others that are like in a very similar situation, has almost no cards left. So he's just going to hit full mint, and then what? What about like, I don't know if like in fact, let's take Kane as an example, right? Because this is where it's going to get really interesting. Harry Kane only has 24 rares left to come. Some of those will be rewards, some of those will be on the market. Once we get to a point before the World Cup where none of them are left, and that will happen, what can they then do for the World Cup cards? They're going to run out of cards before the World Cup comes. And so how are they going to create World Cup editions? Do we know that they have the rights yet? Even if they don't have the rights, they'll still do like what would they call them? Like international editions. Do you know what I mean? The reward side would interest me. How many are essentially left? Supply, demand, basics, secondary booms. I think they moved to a separate World Cup comp with separate cards. They might have to. They may have early access on World Cup cards that count towards next season total, but then they're just going to have this problem again real quick later on. You can see how many left reward side. Just go to tiers. Like the rewards. I need to go to a classic comp, don't I? So there's only 6 Mbappes left at rare. Who's got the least left here? Has anyone got less than 100? I mean, there's still quite a lot left here, to be fair. Who's that? 300 left on someone there. 94 left of Mastantuono. That's mad. They might do World Cup only edition like the last World Cup. Yeah, they might have to. Because look at that. 6 Mbappes left. That's it. 8 Harry Kanes left. 6 Greenwoods left. And that again is like goes into that whole English in French league. Just becomes really easy to kind of like pick up on, doesn't it? Donnarumma the same, you know. Italian in the Premier League. Not too many of them. 9 Vinicius Juniors left. 8 Veermans left. 5, oh, I suppose 5 Messi's, their season's nearly over. That makes more sense. There's still plenty. Look at that. 4 Caicedos left. That's insane.
So there's 4 for rewards, which means there's 8 left for them to sell. And then at limited for Caicedo. There's 119 left. Which means they've only got about... Jesus Christ. Hold on, quick math. There's only about 40 limiteds left to sell. Also think we're now up to 300,000 managers. Wasn't it like 100k 2 years ago? Plus the likelihood of most OGs buying more cards and hoarding with the vault. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's all what SoRare wanted, right? They don't want this massive... They want the cards to feel exclusive. Like, even at limited level, they don't want everyone running around with the same teams. Moors, thanks very much for the 21 months, man. Very much appreciated. It's just fascinating, isn't it? It's just genuinely fascinating. I don't think this can be seen as anything other than a good problem to have. Yeah, absolutely. As long as they don't fully run out, this is very good. I think even if they do fully run out, they might have to like pivot a little bit with regards to like how certain things in certain comps work, right? Because like, for example, some of the stuff not there now, but some of this collect stuff from last week, it had to be a first owned card after a certain date. That will have to change. The other thing that will be super interesting is, what do you do with Essence at that point? If most of the stars and tier 1s are gone by sort of like end of January, what then? Nobody's going to want to craft anything. I wonder if they change the pool, or maybe reduce the cost of a craft from 1,000 down to like 500 or 250 or something. If they fully run out on the sale side, that's insane for the users with cards. Yeah. And then tier 1s become stars, etc. Yeah, I mean, but they'd have to reduce the price, wouldn't they? Of a craft. It's looking like implementing something to stop us hoarding Essence for next season. Not really. I guess we'll end up in the same situation where we are with the MLS last week's. 0 games, only DMP bench players will become tier 2 in crafting. I really hope I'm wrong. Because you're just looking at it from Prem perspective, but think of the other leagues that come in. Yeah, yeah. Doesn't that winter symbol here look like a checkered flag, like a racetrack flag, doesn't it? I don't know, it keeps catching my eye. I think, oh, have I gone onto like F1, SoRare F1 by mistake? Do you think going forwards they have more cards for each scarcity if the player base keeps growing? They will eventually have to, but when that happens, like, I don't think that they won't have more cards per scarcity. They'll just add another scarcity. And it will have to be a 1 out of, what, either 2,500, 5,000 or 10,000. Can't see anything but winter. Yeah, they're like, what would it have to be, like 1 out of 5,000? I think that'd be the first step. Like 2,500 probably isn't enough, but at that point, like, imagine like a Salah or a Saka or an Mbappe when there's going to be 5,000 of them minted each year. The price of that Mbappe would be like, what, 10 quid? And then the streak reward, the max reward would be like, what, 25 quid? Might be a decent entry point for people. They previously changed the max mints on MLB from the first year. I think limiteds were 10,000 back to 1,000. I don't think they will change because there is an assumed rarity at each level. Yeah, I don't think they'll change the numbers. They will have to, yeah, they will have to introduce a new one, yeah. It's just, what would that become out of? 10,000 straight away? Whatever it would be, it's the sort of thing where it's like, they would be so cheap. the barrier to entry would be massive. But like, what happens, right? What happens when, let's say in another year from now, we've got another 200,000 managers and we've got 500,000 managers, and there's genuinely just like not enough cards to go around. Is that a good thing for them again? Because all of a sudden the limited cards start peaking up in price, but then do we hit the same problem that we had some years ago where there wasn't enough cards and there was too many managers and the prices went like you know, supersonic, and then the bubble burst and everyone got stung massively? Then we're in dream world because low tier players go, yeah, but I don't think that's good though, sorry Josh, because then it prices out people that would want to come and play. We played the long game. We have, yeah, mate. Yeah, it's been a while. We've sat for the full cycle if these start going back up again. What do you think the best strategy of attack is right now? Classic starting to feel like an option. The reason why I'm not overly like bent on Classic right now, and why I'm not really focusing too much on arenas and stuff right now for Classic, is because crafting doesn't feel valuable to me at the moment. Like, look, I'll show you my last crafts, right? Super rare we can ignore, but my last crafts at rare: Mvuka, Beto, Barry, McAllister's real nice, Varela, Mount, this Navarro kid who's apparently got a decisive there, Cisse, like just look like Bark. When's like the best craft that I've had? This Valentin Gomez is okay. Pablo Fornals is probably one of the better ones that I've crafted recently, but we're now nearly at 2 months and I've had one good card with McAllister. Macros, yeah, but if you think, Josh, think about how much essence I've spent. And not like, and this, I don't even like, I think McAllister was a I spent like 2,000 essence on him. We're literally looking at like 50,000 essence at least, and I've got one card that's brilliant. I think that's terrible. I think that's terrible. I appreciate that they can't just give out stars every craft, but I do wish that there was more ability to kind of like get what I want, in a sense of like, I would prefer, so for example, I suppose I could send them back, and I have done with some, but I would prefer, for example, instead of these two, just give me 2 Liverpool shitters instead, so that I'm building up a collection score. Where do you think your collection ranks on the platform? Mine? I mean, in terms of number of cards, maybe like top 5%. But in terms of like quality of cards in season, maybe like top 1%. Obviously excluding super rare and unique. I would pay 3k essence. There's 31 crafts on that page. You have 4 bangers. I don't think I have 4 bangers. McAllister is a banger. Who else would we say is a banger? Gomez is all right. Fornals is good. That's it. Big ass before his injury. What's this guy worth? 20 quid. Yeah, he's worth like 30 quid for 4 hours. Big ass is now worth 12 quid. Big ass would have been alright, yeah. If he wasn't injured, he would have been nice. But I would just disagree that these are bangers. Like McAllister is a banger. Mitoma too. Do I have Mitoma on here? Oh yeah, he's injured as well, isn't he? Oh, he's expected to be back. Maybe even this Villa game. Even then, like, don't get me wrong, he's not bad. Like, but I would argue that he's a banger. It's one of those things. I really thought I'd be more on top of it this year. Of like, when I get these shit players, just selling them. But I just can't. I sit here and I think, if I sold every player that I got from rewards, how much better off would I be? Yeah, let's have a look at some of the limited crafts. Oh, I've got some players here. Ooh. If he starts, he could be the guy that I use. He'd only have to get, what, 47 points against Barcelona. He actually might be worth a killing. Yeah, he's gone up to 10 quid. What have we got for crafts here? Lewis Miley, terrible, even though he just hit 100 points. Mateta's decent. And Mecca's in good form, but don't really care for him. Quickplay came out earlier, Matt, but it's like not back properly yet. They removed it for some reason. There's just like, so my point is, right, like I would trade in all of these crafts. Zaruki's decent. All of these crafts I would trade in for just like 2 stars. El Caruani's a good one to get. I did laugh when he came through the craft, because I thought, man, I've had such a hot and cold relationship with El Caruani over the years. And so to craft him was quite funny. Then why don't you send them all back? So for 2 reasons. Number one, what if? That's literally it. What if Burke goes back, I don't know, goes to the championship and starts banging? What if Union Berlin get relegated and he's in Bundes 2 and he starts smashing? Like, what if, right? What if he just starts hitting some form, right? That's number one. Number 2 is, in the moment, when I get someone like Burke who's worth like £1, probably even less than that, probably 70p, literally £1, I just think, like, what's the point? Now, obviously, if I've got 200 cards that are worth £1 or 2 each, that all of a sudden makes a big difference. But yeah, it's just laziness, really. And then, yeah, then it comes to, like, like I should do. I haven't vaulted a card in bloody ages, and I'm sure that I've got some cards here that I could easily vault. Who have we got? Wait, Zaire Emery at 200 points, by the way, I think is worth a vault at that point. Dembele should have been vaulted. Too late now. Messi might be vaulted soon. Around Classic, when are you using him? So it's interesting, because I looked at him as well when you used him. I just used him in this current game week. Funnily enough, I don't know if he scored or not. No, he didn't. So I bought him for Arena somewhere back down, like way back when, and I could have sold him for a bit of profit, but he was scoring. So I was like, oh, I'm going to keep him because he's well sick and he's going to become like the best player in world football. And then lo and behold, he got injured, lost form, and has come back and been terrible. I reckon I paid less for him than what he's still worth even now. What did I pay for him? £14 I did, yeah. So he's worth probably about the same. I could probably just sell him for about the same. I'd just sell someone like that. Yeah, and I should. And it's easy to do it with like just one player here, like literally right now, and just be like, let me just list him up for, what, £13 or whatever. Oh, wait. Challenger Limited. Oh, isn't the game week finished now? Claudia Pina has won League F Player of the Month. Can I not sell my cards from this now? Yeah, what lineup was he in? Yeah, he was captain this time around as well. Done me dirty, mind you. Just refresh once. No, still there. Still got the thing, yeah. But yeah, like, I mean, every time I look at my, like today, for example, again, now, I just bought a whole bunch of players for a few little extra percentages on the Challenger streak. Like these guys here. These guys are going to, like, what do I do with them now? Do I just vault them? Do I sell them after the game week for like 10p each? Like, or do I just keep them because what's the point? Like, Quickplay is out. Oh, yeah. Select player. Rank requires winter editions. But yeah, I've got this one Donny. Right, they've got the UI here absolutely bang on, haven't they? How awesome is that? Cheeky AF. He's worth putting in for this, isn't he, to be fair? 40, I know, like, as long as he starts, he's only at 60%, but 47 points against Barcelona. I'll probably wait until the lineups are out. I mean, this UI. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's really nice. Like, yeah, look at all these cards that you probably can't buy because there's none left to sell on the market. I would want to know if you can use the same player, like, again later on down the line. You can go to the next day if you wanted. Yeah, see, I've got these Hearts players, Celtic player. Got some Rangers players. Oh, Jesus. Oh, they're not going to play, though, are they? Obviously, like... The card you use for mission can't be in a lineup, though. Is that correct? Correct, yeah. Correct. You can't quick play with a player in a lineup? Yeah. See, I like that. I like that. L37 turns into L45 plus 10, right? No. L35 and below is L35 plus 10. So L37 would just be plus 10, so you'd need 47. Didn't I buy a Shankland? Oh, I want to see the Arsenal game, actually. I want to see if there's, like how many cards are here. Yeah, see, they've only got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 players for Arsenal. And then Havertz, Jesus, Norgard White, all useless. Saliba potentially useless. Gabriel useless. Erdegaard, mate, these L15s. It's like they've purposely picked players with like either no chance or way high L15s. You really don't need more Arsenal cards. Yeah, but for things like this, I just do, don't I? I have, like, I'm banking on the day that they release like an extension to the vault that becomes like more club related. And then I'm like, oh, let me just, like, you know, like when I see what's his name, like Pranksy win like fucking $250,000 or whatever because he just got all of those bonuses stacked on. I'm like, imagine if they give something where you can like stack the rewards of one specific player by just constantly like vaulting that player into itself. And so I can get like 400% like return on investment for my Bukayo Saka or something like that. Like, how awesome would that be? Also, when they bring cash arenas, like properly, or like Prem Essence arenas and stuff like that, mate, I'll just be able to use Arsenal all day. Gone for Ali, VVD, Maka, Virts and Salah, but stuck in rare D3. Hoping after that West Ham game we build some momentum. Can't see them doing cash arenas unless they get a gambling license. I mean, yeah, I mean, they've got one now, haven't they? But it's not... It's like you... there's no entry cost. Yeah, free to enter, yeah. Man, have I got a good team for this? How many winters do you need here? 3. I'm going to have to buy some winter cards for this. Was going to buy and die earlier at like £30. He's nearly 50 now, I think. Mate, it's just... I mean, listen, fair play to SoRare, man. They know how to make money. Yeah, he's up at £50. They absolutely know how to make money. Is there a limited winter arena comp? The limited comp is effectively the Quickplay. Guys, I don't know. I'm going to wait till lineups come out, but I might just use this guy that I've got. If he's starting, I'm just going to use him. That way I don't have to overpay monstrously. I think so many people are going to hit the 20k. I think you'll be surprised, mate. I don't think it's hard. Like somebody said, like, you know, somebody said NBA was easier. I didn't play the NBA, so I don't know. But to get 2 players in the next one, L15 plus 10, then to get 2 more again, then to get 3 players 2 times in a row, I don't think that's going to be easy. And the easier it looks, the more expensive it's going to cost. Because you might be looking at like this one here, this 4th streak, and you literally might be sitting there going, damn, man, like, you know, insert Salah is a really good option. Liverpool at home to Leeds. Salah's definitely starting, but his L15's 42, but his price has gone up to like $150. Then what? Like you said, they've chosen players that don't seem dead on to hit it. Yeah, they've either chosen really good players with really high L15s or really bad players with really low L15s as the players to that they've minted for these special edition cards. I like the fact that there's this here, so you could just see how many people are getting into it. You're right, Quinny Pal. Welcome back again. I think no one will. See, I think I will. I think I can. I don't think I will. I always think I will. I like always got that egotistical side of me, but I just think you're going to have to buy. I just think you're going to have to spend for it. And if it goes wrong on that spend, you have overpaid massively, and you get no value out of it. You all right, matey? You want to play FIFA? How was school?
Yeah, but
School was good? How's your ear? Is it hurting?
no, but I just think that something is wrong with this. Like, I can hear other people good, but I can't hear myself good in this ear.
Oh, okay. It's because you're not very well, mate. That's why. Yeah, you're going to make sure you play nicely with your brothers today, okay?
Mommy said that I was blocked.
Yeah. That's too bad, isn't it? I think you might need the wire again, mightn't you?
Just gonna ask where's the wire. Oh, my toe there. Oh, he's just come to dinner. He will be here. Yeah, he's having a load. only went for something in his control guns in his sniper.
Yeah.
Why?
Don't know.
My control guns. That's the one to
Yeah.
back then.
You can go over to your hot school person and I check on Christmas. You got yarn today, mate? Yeah.
You have to leave it plugged in, its controller, buddy. Yes. Yeah, I know that, yeah. With this game mode, you won't need to get elite crafts. Even your tier 4 might spike, which is nice. Yeah, it's true. I'm streaming right now, mate. If you go to Arsenal versus Chelsea, how many How many players in that match got buddy daddy streaming? Okay. What did you say? Yeah, where they can see me. Yeah. Why? Oh, Quickplay's up there on play now as well. That's good. How many Arsenal Chelsea players got above the L10? L15 plus 10. Is there an easier way to look at? I think Arsenal Chelsea is like a really bad match to use, mind you. I hate the fact that this screen doesn't give you the L15. Oh, it does. Oh no, that was his actual score. Yeah, I hate that this screen doesn't give it. So Saka. Can I list him yet? Nope, that's fun. Saka got... Yeah, Saka beat it. It's really hard to see it, to be honest. Do you need a wee mate? Maybe if we just go Arsenal here and just go players and just click on all of the players that started the game. Saka, I know Rice definitely didn't. So Raya didn't. Timber did. Calafiori didn't. Mosquera didn't. Hincapié didn't. Saka did. Rice definitely didn't. Marino did. Zubamendi didn't. Eze didn't. And Martinelli didn't. There's three people did for Arsenal. But obviously, again, this was just a game. Like, I wouldn't have even picked anyone in this game, to be fair. Like, if I would have picked someone, it probably would have been Saka. Maybe Rice, but Rice's L15 is so high. Like, is that every player common player just from one team? 4 Premier League common card collections. I think it explains it, mate, on there. I don't know off the top of my head, but I do think it explains it for you. Did those 3 have winter cards? What difference does it make? Quickplay is live. Yeah, I'm tempted to sell my Do you think Victor Yoke's SBC is worth it? No. Tempted to sell like this Donny here. Mate, £10 for a £2 card. Here's the thing, if he starts against Barcelona, does he go up to £20? Or does he go down? Are we going Michael Keane tonight? Moyes will have them right after the weekend. Is hell yeah. But if he doesn't start, obviously his price will crash. So do you take the kind of £10? Or do you risk it for the biscuit? Mate, it's just dumb. It's just so dumb. £33 for him. First of all, he's not even guaranteed to start this next game. He's at 70%. Second of all, hitting 47 points against Spurs isn't going to be easy because, yeah, okay, he was all right when he was fit and playing regularly. I wouldn't be better. Like, the lineup should be out tonight before rewards, I think. Also, he could go to like £30. Look at Hall. Yeah, he could go to £30 if he starts. He could easily like spike up massively. But what? I just want to ask this guy here. Who is it? Malva Krajé. I want to ask him like, why, even if he got him for 50% market credits off, right? Let's say he only actually paid like £16.50 or whatever, £17 for him. Even if he got him for half price, you're going to win $2 of market credits. Like, what are you doing? Can I check Keen and give your opinion? Sure, camp out. But it gets him to the next level, where he now needs to buy 2 more cards to earn £10 of market credits, or $10 of market credits. That's not better. So Keen doesn't have any cards. Oh, he does. He has one there. £16 for Keen? Nah, I wouldn't. You need an L15 of 64. It's just too high. I wouldn't pay it. That's why his price hasn't gone up. Can't use the same card and one more. Well, I mean, somebody said that like in NBA you couldn't, right? But let's say you could. Why is Mateta's floor price £68, by the way? Because this is winter card. This guy's still underselling me massively. Mate, that's block worthy, that is. He can, but he'd have to wait till... Yeah, exactly. He can, but he'd have to wait till Newcastle played again. At which point, you've done... Now what? Because this expires in 2 weeks, right? You get 2 weeks to go to the end of this. And if you played Hall once here, and then once again here, you might be able to fit the 3rd game in. But that's it. You've lost. They have 3 games in like 8 days. And of course, what you've got to consider as well is, right, let's have a look at his fixtures. Okay, so he's got 4 games potential here during the phase where this will be open. Maybe a 5th game as well, to be fair. But what you got to remember is, if he beats his L15 goes up. If he beats his L15 again because he's used him in the 2nd rank and he's done it again, his L15 goes up. Now you're having to get, instead of 47 points, 50 points, and then 52 points, and then 58 points. Like, you're going to have to progressively get better scores with Hall and hope that he starts, and have your other players, you know, because you need 2 players here, 2 players here, 3 players here. You're going to have to get those players that also hit their scores. And so overpaying that much for Hall, paying like 30 odd quid for him, best case scenario, you're able to somehow manage to use him in 4 or 5 of these streaks, and you still probably don't profit because of whatever else you have to buy. Just hit level 4 and you'll profit. Well, not really if you've got to buy other players as well. What's up, Mords, pal? What about getting Ødegaard? No, Ødegaard's L15 is way too high. He's on 60. He would need to get 70 points against Brentford, and that's just crazy. He just, like, even if he does get it, I just think it's a wild risk. He's not even guaranteed to start. That's why I don't see anyone winning this, but I'm excited to be proven wrong. I think people will get far on it. I just think you will have to overpay. Like, I think your best options are, right, like, let's have a look at some of the matches like on the weekend, right? Let's go to Saturday. Your best option, I think, and even this would be risky, but your best option would be either getting one massively lopsided game, like, for example, Bayern against Stuttgart, although even, maybe, no, I wouldn't do Bayern against Stuttgart. Newcastle against Burnley, right? And just pick 3, wait till the lineups are out, and just go and buy 2 if you're on streak 2, or if you're on streak 3 Newcastle players that have got the lower L15s, and just hope that Newcastle smash Burnley. Or City against Sunderland. Just go and buy Donnarumma, hope he gets that clean sheet. Go and buy Phil Foden, hope he gets 2 decisives, right? Alternatively, you'd find 3 lopsided games and just buy 1 favourable player from them all. But it's going to be expensive because everybody's going to be looking for those same lopsided players. Sounds like a great place to buy Hall. Well, you don't know by here, do you? Because they've got a game in between and whatnot. Like, he's not even guaranteed to start. Could be worth downgrade rare essence to limited to craft more winter cards as limiteds are inflated. Mate, that's a brilliant idea, to be fair. What other lopsided games have we got here? PSV against Heerenveen. Are you winning, mate? Oh, you're going pens, are you? Nice, good work. Fenerbahce could be a good place to pick some players up. See, does the Croatian league have them? If Rijeka has players, for example, they must do, right? Because they're part of the SoRare 26 stuff. Yes, they do. They could be a fascinating team to buy cards for. Just because they've got a really intensely favourable matchup. Every licensed club has them. Apparently I can still edit classic lineups that are live for this midweek. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Nice one. Champ is late lock. Yeah, it's because the first game isn't until 7:30, is it? So what does it lock at 6? I don't think All-Star will be late lock, though. No, it's not. When is the first game today? Wait, the first what? Wait, why isn't All-Star late lock? The first game. Oh, hold on, that's my games, isn't it? Yeah, even then, the first game is at 7:30. Why wouldn't it all just be late lock at that point? And it started so every link a few days ago. Our rewards always at a certain time. Yeah, Tuesdays and Fridays at 7 PM. We're going to have some proper... I need to check if I've got... I need to do a draft, guys, and I need to check if I've got anything to do on the crappers and the RTG for time-sensitive Evos. I think the crappers does have a little bit, and I need to do the daily play on them as well. What's going on? Oh, this was like a delayed game that got replayed. Oscar Glock did well for me. Saved me. Oh, no, he didn't save me because Sutalo didn't play. Never mind. Yes, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. The whole thing is fascinating. Glock got subbed in and out again. Did he actually? Newcastle fan here. Lewis Hawson's come back from injury. Hasn't started 2 back-to-back. With him starting on Saturday. Not sure Eddie will start him again. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, it's mad. It's just mad. The price that people are paying. Like, people are paying more for these cards that might win them $2 of market credits instead of just buying a card that would be good for them and not part of the streak. Obviously, I'm going to engage in the streaks as well. I really, really like the principle of it. But, you know, people are paying like 40, 50 pounds for like these poor players. Instead, you can go and buy these good players. Like Manuel Neuer might be a decent pickup, right? His price isn't really inflated. His L15 is low because he's had 4 bad games in a row. He's got Stuttgart in the next game week. If they keep a clean sheet, don't necessarily expect them to, but if they keep a clean sheet, he hits his L15. Or even then, he's like, he's honestly over doubled in price. That is insane. That is insane. It's in the price of Rice's winter card. So I would feel like Rice's winter card should be cheap because his L15 is so high. Yeah, see that £84 for his regular cards, £80 for his 80, and that's not too bad. That's like maybe a little bit inflated, but it's not too bad. That's not too bad, especially if somebody's like saved up market credits and bought with market credits. Yep, after 4 years of SoRare, I got my first big prize, beating the Streak 5 in Challenger with my team stack, Sporting. Seeing that in person in the stadium was insane. Oh, GG's, mate. What's your name on SoRare? Is it the same? What's your name on here? Kickass FP. I guess this is you here. Love that. And you did it with Sporting every single week. Why does that streak say 750 essence? I like what you've done here, by the way, because he took essences. Ah, okay. What you've done here is something I really wanted to do this season, and then I didn't, and I don't know if I regret it, but I think I regret it. You've got a full Sporting stack, a full Porto stack, a full Benfica stack, and a full Braga stack, and I just really rate that. I just really rate that. And that's it. You don't really have much more than that. A few classics here and there. I much prefer a tidy gallery like this. Much prefer it. 750 essence above $3, which is quite a choice. Well, right now, because of those inflated cards, the winter cards, I don't think that's bad at all. If you manage to pull a winter card that even has a chance of starting, you'd be able to sell them for a tenner. Obviously, you're only like 3/4 of the way there with the essence like behavior, but Zalazar didn't play. No, I really rate this this gallery. Damn. How many high streaks are you on, SoRare Josh? You must be on some good ones now. 3 there. It's at 1 and 1. Didn't you get loads of streaks last week as well? Mate, Dennis Mann not playing. You still got your streak. That killed me a lot. Yeah, I think one behind you last week, but dropped the ball a bit this one. Yeah, I did as well, but it's always going to happen, isn't it, when you start hitting the sort of like mid-tier streaks, those sort of like 3 and 4 levels. It's always going to be difficult. I'm on some mad streaks now, though, especially at Limited. I didn't do so well rare this week. I didn't play MLS, but missed Prem, missed League One. Both of those were like streak 1 and 2 as well. It wasn't even hard points. Got on La Liga, which is quite nice, because now the next target is for $200, which is good. Hilariously, the league that I've spent the least amount of money in from the top 4 is the one that I've hit the 3rd streak on. Missed Bundesliga, didn't play MLS, hit here as well. Yeah, challenges next week's going to be good. And then missed Eredivisie, Jupiler. They're only streak 2s, but I've just got to be hitting those streaks. They're just hard. They're hard to hit. But Limited, we're in a really, really, really nice spot. Missed so close on the ones I missed as well, but streak 5 here, streak 4 here, streak 4 here, streak 3 here, streak 2 here now. Could start seeing some really nice like influx of cash from the streaks. What did I get this week? How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 only. That's terrible. That is terrible. Don't have the best rewards coming this week either. There's $400 cash there, but I think that includes the streaks cash that I pulled up, because I don't think I've won cash anywhere. It was really, really like, I've got $40 there. It does include the streaks. Yeah, it's really annoying because it didn't used to until like last week or something. And I'd rather it not show me the streaks cash in there. You got $100 there, $100 there. Because like that streaks cash has obviously already been put back into the balance, hasn't it? So it's yeah. Anyway, yeah. Either way, right, guys. That is going to be it for me for today. I've got to go and do some FIFA stuff and check out some bits and bobs, but I may well be back this evening to stream some of this like streak stuff. But I will definitely be back tomorrow evening. For watching my Streak 5 teams play, basically, and pray that we've got it right and we can pick up a nice big $500. Your mindset, thanks for the sub last night as well, by the way. You subbed just after I ended. And you can use your bonus cash from the vault to gauge how much you won leaderboard wise. Yeah, so it's $8, which means I've won about $80 from the regular leaderboards, which stinks. Right, guys, as always, thank you for watching. I will, very possible I'll be back later on this evening. So yeah, cheers for chilling, and